Hey, Zoe Osama, you watching the bigger picture, and DJ Head, you still ain't told me what size hat you wear. It's crazy. That's crazy. Love you though, boy.
West Coast.
Oh yeah, you know I had to turn it up for one time. Elliott, you ready? DJ Hed, you ready?
West Coast.
Hey Jeremy, you ready?
They know it's time.
Let's get it. It's a cold game, cold world, that's why we talk about it. Ain't like everybody else that'll just walk around it. Views is different, snap a picture and now it's vintage. Cause it ain't just talking for the views, that's how he meant it. It's the bigger picture. Yeah, it's the bigger picture. Yeah, it's the big picture.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
The bigger picture.
All right. Let's see. We got questions. All right. Request to go live. You want to ask a question, you'll be on the show. Shout out to my dude Gary Biddy. He said, which Atlanta artist you think can make the best sounding LA? All right, what? Sounding? I don't know what the fuck he just said. Sorry, Gary. I ain't got time. So when is Head dropping? I don't know what that means. All right. Who do you want to go? Wait, who picked last time?
I think I did.
Elliott did, yeah.
Elliott. All right, Jeremy. You want DeMonte Jackson. You want Brian, Buddy. You want Art. You want Bavam. Or you want Keeping It G. Or you want Tony.
Let's go to Monte. I know he's a fan of the show, so hopefully.
Oh my God.
You've interacted with DeMonte
on Twitter. Yeah, he's
All right.
Has he called in before? Okay.
I don't think so.
If he already did a call in,
I don't think he's
No,
called
no,
in.
he's
though.
not called in.
Yeah.
I'm saying. Let's go, DeMonte.
get Top on the
Monty?
phone. What would you like me to ask Top? I just talked to Top.
Get Top on the phone.
I talked to Musa yesterday too, or the day before.
DeMonte,
what's up?
What's up?
Greetings and salutations, Earth Human. How can we
Hey.
be of service?
I really didn't want anything. I just
See what I'm
wanted...
saying?
Listen, hey, listen.
You
I
better
just
have a
wanted to
question.
say, if you're watching the show, please join the Twitter community. I'm the
Yeah,
one
he
that
runs
controls.
our Twitter community.
Oh, you run the bigger picture X community.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right,
Yes,
so
sir.
go ahead and plug our shit.
Yeah. So if you are a fan of the show, there's discourse going on an app that doesn't have much good discourse. There's a lot of toxicity,
Ooh.
but we have a community of people who actually care about the music in there. So it's continuing to grow.
So
Join
say
that right now.
what are you telling niggas to do?
Just follow the Twitter. All you gotta do is at the bigger picture on X, Twitter, whatever Elon app is called. I just accept anybody and just talk anything.
Nigga, you're not supposed to say that on the fucking
Okay,
thing.
excuse me. I accept anybody. I go through everybody's profile and make sure they like legit type ordeal. So
Niggas, bro, hey, you put a camera in nigga face, they don't know how to act. Huh? We accepting anybody. We need the numbers. All right, thank you, bro.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
We still gotta get somebody asking a question, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna get a question. Let me get a question.
Hold on, Head. Hold on, Head. He said, hold on.
Anybody.
He said-
Anybody. We
all right,
accept
pick a different
anybody.
person.
Art. I think I
Art.
like art. I like good art.
Is this another nigga you know?
No, I don't know. I know what art is, but I don't know who art
Hey,
is.
shame Jeremy for being active in the community.
I'm not shaming him, but let's go with.
Let's go with the
Yo,
guy.
what's up, Art? What's up? Art, happy to be here.
All right, let's go. Art.
Yeah, pull up glasses up,
Yeah.
We at work. All right.
What's up?
So my question is, what do you have to do the dance? Do you gotta do the set down the video and promote your music like that? Or what's the best way to try to promote your music other than trying to, let's say, pay these Instagram pages or whatever the case is for a guy that has like 200-300 followers, bro? Like what's
You
the
trying to
best
be an
way-
artist and get your music out?
Yeah, an artist. Art.
Okay, what kind of art do you do?
I rap. That's a form of art.
It is.
Okay, yes. So you trying to get your music out there?
Yeah, I'm trying to get my music out there, but how? So I deleted my old Instagram. I started new. I wanted to see what's cracking and what's the best way that I could possibly try to gain traction without having to do the dance. We're not out here trying to do gimmicks. We're not out here trying to do all this. We're just trying to make good music and trying to push it to the people. you know?
I'll let Elliott start, and then I'll finish.
Go for it.
What should he do?
Is anybody checking for it? Do you have a fan base already? Do you have a core group?
I mean, other than like the homies and like a little bit word of mouth to like my coworkers and stuff like that. But other than that, Man, I wouldn't say not really.
And you putting stuff up where on YouTube, DSPs, or how you?
DSPs and we're still in the SoundCloud grind, man. We just transitioned to hop out of that. We just figured out how to get the distro kit and how to start uploading music and stuff like that. So
You got to do YouTube though, right, Jeremy? YouTube got to go down.
Yeah, I would. So I deal with a lot of independent artists, and I would give probably similar advice to most people. But since you said you're like literally starting from scratch, what I would recommend is do a lot of experimenting, like a lot of testing, and have, you know, Russ always talks about this. Don't have any shame in terms of like putting yourself out there. Don't feel embarrassed. Don't feel like you're oversaturating. I promise you, your 200 followers won't care or notice if you post the same thing 5 different ways. Like, don't focus on that. If you really believe in a song, like let's say you have the one that you think, or everyone around you, all your coworkers, like, yo, this one's the one. DJ Hed heard it. He's like, this is a slap. That's the one that I would say promote in 10 different ways. So it doesn't have to be a dance, you know, you don't have to do a gimmick, but like post you mouthing the words with the lyrics on screen, use CapCut for free, or, you know, go to different locations, go to the park, go outside, go to the basketball court, shoot 5 different short form videos. You just use a tripod on your phone or put it up against something like a block or something like that, and just shoot a bunch of different videos. If that doesn't work, do an explainer video. Like, oh, you like the new Justin Bieber album? My song's kind of like that. Listen to this. Or do a what it means to you content piece where you're like, hey, if you're going through a breakup, I made a song for you. Listen to this.
So
like,
he's got to make visuals. He's got to you have to front face. You have to front face and rep your shit. You got to cut videos. And rep your shit.
Hell yeah. I mean, you see, the problem isn't the music anymore. You get me? I feel like we've been making music for a minute. Me and the homie Odie. The problem isn't the music no more. It's trying to get out there. And at first, I'm not gonna say it was embarrassing to say that I was a rapper, but kind of like the sentiment of when you tell a regular person like, hey, yo, I rap, I make music, and they instantly look at you as like, man, this guy don't got no talent. You get me? Like, there's a reason my name is Art. That's my initials. You know, this is art. This is what I was meant to do. So it's just kind of hard. But now I'm fully embracing it, getting in character. I know I'm at work, but I seen you go live, and I was like, I need to come through. I need to ask these questions, man, to see what's up.
Let them know where to find you. So no, fuck that. Don't be plugging me. Hold on.
I got you.
Let me answer his question first.
Go for it.
They trying to, goddamn.
Go for it, bro. Go for it.
First, bro, your mind is fucked up. You gotta clear that shit. You can't be like, well, I don't want to do the dance. You already starting off with what you don't want to do.
Yeah.
That's
and
crazy.
I haven't even done anything. Yeah.
That part.
No, I feel it.
So it got to start with a reframing of the narrative in your mind, bro. You can't go. You at work right now. You didn't get that job going into the interview saying, I ain't working weekends. I ain't coming in early. I ain't doing. That's how you approaching it. I'm not saying that you're saying that to people in the music, but you saying that in your mind, or you saying that out loud, you're saying it to the universe.
Already messing everything up.
You already fucking up.
Yeah.
You feel me?
For sure. Yeah, no, 100%.
I believe in energy. So what I'm saying is change your mindset, and you come on when you get an opportunity like this, you come on like, not what do I got to do to be successful without doing a dance? That was your question.
Yeah,
your question should be, I'm willing to do whatever it takes.
What should I do?
What should I do?
Okay.
That's the mentality. Start there. Once you reframe your mind, you'll be able to see clear, and you'll be able to know what the next step is for you specifically.
Of course. And I man, once you said it, I was like, damn, he's right. As soon as you started saying it, I was like, you're right.
That's why I looked at you like that when you came on. Oh, this nigga. You know what I'm saying? We got another one of these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing shit. I'm at work right now, but I want to do music, but I ain't doing the dance, nigga, to do music. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Man,
you know what I'm
saying? I appreciate it, man. Head, I met you at the West Coast concert over there in Burbank where Fade performed. I went up there and got a hoodie too. We was on stage together. We was like,
that's what's
up, man. I got you. I appreciate the information, man. Like I said, we on the grind. We're on the grind, and you're completely right. And I got you. Next time you talk to me, I'm gonna be at the next level. I got you.
Word, bro.
Art, you have 3 days from the time we're filming this to when it comes out. I want to see at least 3 videos on your page, on your new Instagram, by the time this drops. It could be any different types of videos, but let them know where to follow you, and we'll check on Saturday.
I only got Instagram because I got banned from Twitter. I got banned from Snapchat.
Stay positive, buddy.
Hey, no.
Elliott feels you. Elliott
Stay positive, buddy.
I got you. Art the artist on Instagram.
Don't care about what you don't have. What do you have?
On Instagram.
Get busy on that.
Instagram, Apple Music, Art the Artist. On Apple Music, it's Art.
Let's see that Instagram. Let's see that Instagram, buddy.
Art the artist _, because they took art the artist, for some odd reason. But we out here. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys so much.
All right, bro.
Thank you.
They got this though.
Yeah, that nigga came out like, I'm not. How do I win?
I ain't shucking
but
and
I ain't playing
jiving.
the game.
I ain't TikToking.
Well, you have to play the game to win, fool. Like,
but you want to win. You want to win the system.
I want to win, but I ain't playing nothing.
You earn your right to not have to play.
Crazy, bro.
You earn your right to not have to.
Salute to the homie, bro.
Yeah, shout out to Art.
You're a disruptor.
How's your guys' week?
What did I miss?
Anything happened this week?
No. How was your week, Jeremy?
Well, it was good up until Don Toliver decided to drop the tiramisu.
Oh, wrong dish.
There's the wrong dessert. This is not what we asked for.
Don Toliver is giving us the tiramisu?
Apparently it's out now.
Is this audible?
I don't know what happened. I'm like, did Kendrick serve the dessert and like it was a reference? Maybe it was a reference track the whole time.
Wow.
Maybe Don Toliver is really the one who's supposed to drop
Toliver's
this.
behind all this?
Yeah, this is all Don's fault.
So this is in the tiramisu era for you and DJ Hed?
Maybe there's a merch bundle with real dessert. And you get the
and
single
CDs.
and the dessert. So yeah, so a lot of people were tagging us in this.
I have nothing to offer to this conversation.
I know.
Except how you still feel about the actual tiramisu and the taste of it.
I just literally took a picture at it Best Fest and posted it.
You think that inspired this Don Toliver move?
Yeah.
You think so now it's like
he saw the engagement on that post.
Yeah, but the problem
I got a tiramisu song
what
in
you're
the stash.
doing is you're placating these people who draw these way out conspiracy theory threads. Yeah, it's like
it's got to be true.
It's got to be true. No, bro.
Okay.
He's dropping us tiramisu this Friday. How you know he ain't a chef now?
Maybe it's a dessert. Maybe
is this the first song ever coming out called Tiramisu?
Well, first we had Jid and Offset dropped Bodies, which was the initial title of the Kendrick song. And then now Don Toliver dropped the Tiramisu. So we have Bodies and Tiramisu, and we don't have the snippet in full version. So I don't know if the universe is testing us. It's like we're getting closer and closer, and we'll get the accumulation, or maybe never.
I don't think we're getting close.
But yeah, besides that, my week was good. Hed, I know your week. I don't know actually what was going on. I mean, we spoke normally, but then you'll post stuff like this Kendrick GIF out of nowhere at 12:13 p.m. What inspired this specific moment from this video? What was going through?
I was watching the Squabble Up video.
And did you feel Kendrick's emotions here?
Yeah.
In reference to anything?
Well, just that ye niggas couldn't try me at a tri-state. You know what a ye nigga is?
No. You look that one up, please?
I don't even know either.
You know what a ye nigga is?
A what nigga? E nigga?
Ye.
Ye? Why
E? It's LA nomenclature. And when you call someone...
I know West Coast Wilson, but it doesn't mean I know all of LA. What you call it again? Normal culture?
So when you call someone...
Nomenclature?
Nomenclature.
Oh, shit. I got...
Call? Top dog?
Nah.
What?
You gotta go?
No, I gotta. Yeah, never mind. I call him back.
It's not worth an on-air call.
I mean, it might be. You know what I'm saying? You tell me. Look, those are initials.
Oh, then yeah, probably.
He said, "Oh,
it sounds."
Why do you pick up and say, "Yo, homie, I'm on the show," like you do all the other stuff?
Because I don't. Because
you don't know where it's gonna go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a ye nigga is sorry, my phone be ringing, nigga.
I'm popular.
A ye nigga is like actually I looked it up for you, Jeremy Hecht.
You did?
Yeah, I pulled up some references because I knew you were going to question me about my posts.
Okay.
Because you are supremely
I'm an inquisitive guy.
No, you're annoyingly efficient.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I'll take it.
Is that a compliment?
I'll take it.
And so I have it here.
Okay. Chat Jeremy T. Okay. A ye couldn't try me in the tri-state. A ye could be dismissive slang for a weak or fake person. Tri-state usually refers to New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, of course, meaning he's saying nobody in his city or even across a whole region can test or challenge him. He's untouchable. Is that how you feel?
I was just I was emoting.
Yeah.
What else was he emoting, Jeremy?
Well, he also said, he tweeted a Bible verse, Deuteronomy 8:2-3.
Look that shit up.
So I did, and it is, It encourages the remembering of the 40 years in the wilderness where God humbled and tested Israel to reveal their hearts and obedience to his commands. Basically, it's on the way to the promised land where he's like, you're going to make it. You're going to get there. But he didn't really give a timeline of like, you're going to get there tomorrow. And Moses is leading the people and the people are losing faith. But after the 40 years, there's going to be a reward. So do you feel like you're in this 40 years of wilderness period and maybe your faith has been shaken, but you know where your destination is going to be?
No. It ain't none of that shit you just said.
Okay, well, why did you tweet it then?
Read that.
Remembering the 40 years in the wilderness where God humbled and tested Israel to reveal their hearts and obedience to his commands.
That's it. Sometimes, sometimes when you are tested, you fail tests. And so I think that's been, a great
theme of the week.
I think that's been an interesting, it's more of like a texture in the air of like,
back to them damn textures again. See,
it's a texture in the air of, I think that when people don't get instant gratification, this has been in my own personal life as well. You know what I'm saying? People want me to listen to their song. People want me to play their record, right, et cetera. And it's like when my homegirls always tell me when they go out and they were like, hey, I want to go out and just have a good time with the girls. And these guys are always trying to holler at me. By the way, that's not a bad thing. I don't know when that became a bad thing. Like, heaven forbid, you're attractive and men want to procreate with you. Anyway.
That's a
all
crazy
the way to
way
procreation?
to say it. Yeah, couldn't they just want to flirt?
Maybe just want the number?
They don't want to flirt.
Her
I've been
Instagram
studying
handle?
neuroscience, Jeremy. You don't want to do this.
Okay.
They want to replicate themselves.
Okay, yes. At the core, that's probably what they want. But do we have to go? It's like,
Look,
I
want
want
to replicate myself.
I want to get to heaven, but there's a lot of actions in between that I could want.
That's a fire pickup line. I want to replicate myself through
when
you.
you're attracted to a woman, you're attracted to the ratio in which your offspring would survive natural selection. You're not actually attracted to like black women or big this or big that or small this or small that. The amygdala in your brain is telling you that our offspring
that damn amygdala
would survive natural selection. That's what's happening. So when my homegirls go out and men are trying to replicate themselves with them because they feel like the offspring would survive natural selection in the wild, they are often bombarded with compliments, right? And they're like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. Can I have your number? And they're like, oh my God, no, I'm here with the girls. I don't want to talk to you, whatever. And they be like, fuck you then, you big head bitch. Whoa. And it's like, whoa, what? Where did that come from? That could be you failing a test because you didn't get the instant gratification you were looking for because someone told you no. Now,
that's another one I saw. About the
that was another tweet. Go
ahead, continue though. We'll segue.
When someone tells you no, if the woman tells you no, like you can have my number, and then you crash out because the woman told you no, I don't want to replicate with you. Now you have an issue with the woman. That's crazy to me.
It should have been
an issue with
yourself. Yeah. You want to know how someone really feels about you, tell them no.
Correct. And that's why Deuteronomy.
I didn't expect you to connect the Bible verse to men hitting on your friends at the club, but I like the way that you wove that together. That was impressive. Someone responded to your tweet and said, or make first person shooter.
What does that mean?
As in, you want to know how someone feels about you, make first person shooter.
I like that.
See how they react.
Well, what happens when, for instance, Elliott Wilson.
I'll hate when I'm your example.
I'm about to ask you a question.
I thought we got out of that era of the bigger picture.
I'm about to ask
episodes 40 to 52. I'll be the example. Let's go ahead.
Has someone told you no for an interview?
Oftentimes, yes.
And then
it's always no until it's yes.
How did you receive that initially?
Sometimes I don't receive it well, DJ. I don't know if you've been around.
Have you watched some of these episodes?
I'm Elliott Wilson. This is the bigger picture.
I'm entitled. I'm entitled Elliott. Have you ever heard the internet say I'm entitled?
But yeah, I just think that when you get the initial no and that causes you to crash out, I think there's a deeper underlying issue.
Yeah.
Well, Kendrick is somebody who says no to people. And don't worry, I'm saving the crash out for middle of the episode. Kendrick says no for verses sometimes.
I can see that.
So on Squabble Up, not everyone, some people were joking like, oh, Jeremy, you kept asking for the broccoli. And Kendrick was replying with this line where he's like, can I get a drop? No. I was like, he's not talking to me. There's something more going on here. So now what people are connecting this to, and maybe not even connecting directly, but just saying it's funny that this line aged well, like a lot of Kendrick lyrics, because there's this audio that leaked from a jail call. A bunch of audio leaked from Young Thug's jail calls, and
the Young Thug jail calls mixtape.
And it's a whole mixtape. And so somebody even put "Watch the Party Die" underneath part of this call. We can play part of this. Yeah. I thought that was dope. Shout out to Mimi who did this. But before we play, Thug, the sentiment he's expressing, because we won't play the whole thing, is he wants Kendrick on a song. And this is 2023, keep in mind. This is before any of the beef, any of the battle. Business is Business came out June 2023. He's wanting Kendrick on a feature. So this is after Mr. Morale. He's questioning why Kendrick doesn't give as many features. He said he should be giving features to people like him, Wham, Moneybagg Yo, the real people.
Southern rap giants.
He's like, if I'm a superstar asking for a feature, why are you not going to do it?
Unlike Buddy.
That's why you'll never be as big as Drake. That's why he'll never be, is because he does so much for.
Buddy feed
what are
families.
You doing for people? What are you doing for any? You don't even do any. I mean, you don't even make Keem. Yeah, that's the only person you're gonna help. Who are you gonna help? And so he gets progressively more upset thinking about Kendrick not giving him a feature, and then he closes by being actually the most upset that Kendrick doesn't post on Instagram. He's like, why do you not even post? You know how many likes you would get? You get 1 million likes if you posted. But why, you too cool for the internet? Man, that's lame shit. So this is Young Thug reacting to Kendrick not giving him a feature potentially.
You gonna play this whole call?
No, just the first one.
Say again?
I hope he do it.
Hope he does it.
So do I. I mean, well, even if you don't get 50.
He don't take no money, do he?
No.
Trying to pay him.
But think about it. He does so few verses. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's not just doing verses. Like,
right.
We don't hear the other end of the call.
It's Baby King, and that's just like his cousin or his nephew or something.
Right. Getting off damn verses to this nigga, man. What the hell you doing, crazy? All that fake, I ain't getting no rapper songs. I don't be liking them type nigga like that.
Why?
You nigga too big. I don't want to do no feature. Why? Why you don't want to do no feature? Why when you want to do a feature for a superstar? Like, he ain't like goddamn Street calling you for a song. You know? Like,
right.
Which, that's his own artist.
Lil Durk calling you for a song.
This is his own artist.
Dog. Real superstar call you for a song. Why when you do song, we going number 1, 2. Fuck you thinking? You know, it's just like, I don't be understanding that type of shit. Supposed to be a nigga who bless a nigga. That's why them niggas will never be bigger than Drake ever in life.
Woo!
Niggas will never be bigger than Buddy. Buddy gonna do whatever. Buddy fucking with everybody. You know how many niggas like Drake can't? How many niggas can take care of their
parade on Cleveland.
Just like straight fucking with you. Kendrick goddamn put a nigga on. Y'all
he's like going he's like back and forth between like, I want him to do the feature and I'm mad that he's not doing the feature. But still, like, you know what I mean?
Doing that.
Yeah, so we can cut it.
It's like me asking for an interview.
Yeah.
Why you don't want to do it?
Yeah.
Why you don't want to talk?
Yeah, I still want to do it with you. I mean, I would like to do it with you, but like, why are you not doing it with me?
DJ Hed,
reaction.
Your thoughts on this situation?
Because that is someone saying no. That is someone saying no, and
who's he here now? He's leaving a message.
I'm trying to get something together for you. So. You have your handy dandy laptop.
I do,
there.
yes.
Well, let me start with this first. I don't like jail calls being leaked.
Agreed.
I don't think that these private conversations
should be public.
I don't like it. I'm not fucking with it on no level. I actually have talked to many of my ATLians, and they believe and present the evidence. I mean, not the evidence. The narrative that has been presented to me is that the DEA office and the authorities, the law authorities in the greater Atlanta area are
allegedly
attempting to, muddy the waters within the community because it's been solidified for so long.
Ill intent.
And and allegedly they are operating with malicious intent towards the hip hop community in Atlanta.
I believe that.
I don't disagree with that sentiment. So 1, I don't like this being made public. 2, I do believe it's coming from them or them adjacent. And 3, I think this is how he really feels. And, God bless him. But he did bring up an interesting point about music. So you have your handy dandy apparatus there that does wonderful things on the internet.
It does.
Can you pull up #1 records from Young Thug?
Numero uno.
All right.
#1 records on Billboard, right?
Billboard Hot 100 #1 singles. He has Havana, which is a feature on Camila Cabello. Franchise, which is a Travis Scott song featuring Young Thug.
One of those trick ones.
And Way Too Sexy, my least favorite Drake song. Drake featuring Future and Young Thug.
Those are his 3 #1s.
Now, in terms of #1 albums, he had So Much Fun, his debut studio album, Slime Language 2, 2021 compilation album,
wow.
and Punk 2021, his second solo studio album.
Well, I'm not counting the albums for the #1. Well, I guess you can, but based on what else he said,
6 #1 hits on Billboard for Young Thug. We have We Slide, Meek Mill featuring Young Thug, Blind, The Baby. This is Billboard Hot 100. Blind, The Baby featuring Young Thug, Hop Off a Jet, Young Thug featuring Travis Scott, Red Bentley, Cruise Ship, Lifestyle, Rich Gang.
Those are all #1s?
Apparently those are all #1. But what is this? This can't be the real,
that's not the Hot 100 chart. That's got to be maybe the black music chart?
Like rap song?
R&B hip hop?
Hold up. We'll cut this. I just want to actually pull this up properly. You want to know how many #1 songs, right?
His.
Yeah. Of his own.
Solo Dolo?
Just his songs on his album that was #1.
I don't think, the ones you mentioned all were features, right?
Exactly.
Rena Cabana, Drake record.
He does not have any. Okay.
Solo #1
Young
record.
Thug does not have any chart-topping singles as the lead artist, but he has been featured on 3 #1 hits.
Travis Scott,
Yeah.
Camila Cabello,
and Drake.
You say it, and Drake.
Yeah.
Those were the main artists. Those 3 songs.
Okay. I just wanted to know because
was the
he said we going #1 too. So I was
because you're talking about him framing himself as a superstar.
No, he definitely is one of the. What's a superstar?
I would say Thug is a superstar.
Define it. Define.
A lot of
Say
looking up. I
define.
feel like I'm in school.
No, this educational show. This is.
A music superstar is a highly popular, widely recognized, and commercially successful musician known for exceptional talent, significant industry contributions, and a strong connection with fans over an extended period, often achieving global recognition and a lasting cultural impact.
Young Thug is a superstar.
I agree.
The #1 part is crazy. Is a little generous to me.
What do you think about his opinion that Kendrick should? Because Drake, for example, seems like would give a lot of features out or collaborate with a lot of artists, and Kendrick wasn't reciprocating his request at the time. What do you make of him thinking that Kendrick should act a certain way, similar to Drake, in terms of sharing?
Have people want to interview with you and you didn't do it?
I think you're gonna go to the interview way with it. Yes.
And then why do you care that they didn't want to do it? That you don't? Do you care how they feel about you not want to interview them?
Wait, which part? You saying what?
Artist, insert artist here wants Elliott Wilson to interview them.
Oh, a lot of the ones I turned down.
Yes.
You're saying the other way around.
Yes.
I deal with that. Yeah.
Do you care how they feel about that?
Can it be not care? I mean, I understand. I understand our disagreement. I'm not hurt by it, or I
do you give?
I don't have empathy for them or whatever. When the timing's right, the timing's right, or they have to earn it. I feel, or a certain status for the timing of it. Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Deuteronomy.
It's a common theme.
Well, it's funny just because people are making jokes after what Kendrick song would you have wanted to hear Thug on, or what Moneybag Yo song would you wanted to hear Kendrick on? But what I thought was really interesting is there's all this, right? He's like, why wouldn't he give a feature to Savage, Wham, or me? Those are the 3, or Dirk. Those are the people that he mentioned. Now those ended up all being people that were kind of loyal to Drake in one way or another during that battle. who he ended up giving a feature to, which was unexpected, that set this whole thing off.
Was Atlanta artists.
Well, before Cardi was Future.
Future and Metro. Two Atlanta artists.
He kind of did do what Thug was.
He finally delivered
He
to these Atlanta rappers.
It just wasn't him.
Like that.
Yeah.
It was ironic.
This is crazy. You know what it is? I'll be honest with you. My thing is, because I've gone through this in my career and my life to this day, from beginning to now.
Yeah.
If I am weird, or I'm a weirdo, or I'm a nerd, or I'm a geek, or I'm a goof, or what did the streamer call me?
A lot of things.
Glazer.
Yeah. I heard that.
Why do you want to talk to me? You know what I'm saying? If I'm sitting here and I'm at the weird table, why do you want to come sit over here?
You know what it goes back to?
Just fly over me in your helicopter, and it's all
like
good.
Richie Rich.
Yeah, go. Like I don't understand. Like I don't understand the ideology of. And this is, to me, this is complete. This is gonna. I'm not trying to be a triggering trauma dumper, but to me, this is it's giving the sentiment of like a high school situation where it's like you make fun of the nerds, but you want the nerds to help you with your homework.
It reminds me of the situation you're talking about earlier in the club. It's the exact same thing. It's I want you, right? I'm clearly attracted to you, whether it be because of my innate thought that I want to procreate with you and we will have good, whatever, or just I'm attracted to you in that moment. I'm talking to you. I'm coming up to you. I'm hitting on you. I'm trying to ask for your number. The guy who then turns around and says, "Nah, fuck you, then, bitch. I didn't want it anyways." Then why did you approach? Why did you ask? Why were you wanting something? And this is the sentiment that it feels like. It's like, why are you taking shots and making fun of me if you want me on the song? You clearly want me on the song for a reason.
Well, I think it's a common theme. I think we're saying flawed human beings don't take rejection well.
Yes.
We don't like to be told no. We don't like to be turned down.
And whose issue is that?
Doug is like, his question if I'm a superstar, if Kendrick doesn't want to get on a song with him. You know what I'm saying? He's saying at the prime level of his career, he's like, but Drake would do it. Why is he not getting a record? Am I a superstar? I feel like I'm a superstar, Or credibility wise, why doesn't Kendrick fuck with these Atlanta artists? And then a year later or 2 years later, he jumps and has his biggest cultural moment jumping on a Future Metro Boomin album that sets this whole fucking thing off.
And he said he doesn't put anybody on. We saw GNX was literally the moment where he put multiple people on and sparked a lot of careers.
Or we just don't do the same thing.
That too.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, I'm on record as saying marshmallows on yams is stupid.
Which one is that again?
Marshmallows. When white people put the
on yams.
When they put on their candy yams. Have you ever had candy yams?
Yeah, I put brown sugar and
Oh, you talking about cooking?
Yeah, like
I'm not cooking shit, Jeremy Hecht. I'm talking about when I go to consume.
Like afterwards.
Yeah, the finished product.
Yeah.
I don't like that shit.
That's nasty.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
AZ Chike talks about your food touching on the plate. Some people don't do that.
Yeah.
One of my homies from high school, Brandon, he eat all of his fries before he eat his burger.
Yeah, people do that.
People just my friend, one of my best friends, Teddy, we don't eat together at all. He hates the way I eat. He said I eat ugly, I chew loud, I snarl, and I salivate while I'm consuming the food, right?
I've gotten that too.
Exactly.
Are those accusations true?
Yes. All of them. Every last one of them. And I become extremely flatulent. So
look that shit up. What is that? Look that shit up.
Look that shit up.
Means he's farting while he's
You're doing that while you're eating?
100%.
Going in and out at the same time?
It's Elliott Wilson, I'm a gluttonous individual.
That's what they call it, in and out.
I've consumed calories.
In and out burgers?
I've consumed calories while getting rid of calories if you're picking up what I'm putting down. So anyway, my point is any
single ladies.
My point is we just do different shit sometimes. Yes. And sometimes the shit don't gel, bro.
It's okay to say it's okay to accept the no.
And that's
if
okay.
Drake doesn't want to sit with me, I just need to accept it.
Yes.
And he did want to sit with you.
And if he wants to sit with Bobby again, Fun times.
It's okay.
It's okay.
You are on record as saying, then this is like, okay, we need to put Watch the Party Die under his last rant about sabotaging interviews on this very show. On this show, Elliott Wilson sat here and said, if you get the Tyler interview, the Kendrick interview, I'm gonna pull fire alarms, I'm pulling up, I'm gonna fuck your audio up, whatever I gotta do. He said that. That's insane. It's okay to just not get what
I am scared of Gina View, so I probably wouldn't do it. But other than that, if it was just you, it affected immediately.
You should be more afraid of Gina than me.
I am. I'm very fearful of Gina.
But I'm just saying, like, it's okay to get the no, bro. Everybody can go home. It's okay. It's 100% fine. It's
the only star to me of the Young Thug jail leak call mixtape, because back in the day, somebody was saying like, back in the days in New York, they would take those calls and build a whole mixtape around it, like with songs and shit, and play the things with the beats, like they did the Watch Party Die, like blends and shit. Got to shout out 21 Savage. He came off the best.
He did.
I want 21 Savage to be my friend. I need to build a better relationship with him. I'm really cool with his manager, Meezy. I feel like you need 21 Savage in your life as like a life coach, because he was the most fair and balanced about looking at things and, not just being a good friend to Thug, but at the same time challenging him, which a good friend does. And he just was very much a stand-up dude coming across these tapes that, again, like I agree with DJ Hed, it's kind of disgusting that these things are leaked out. We're going to pay attention to them because we're in media. But yeah, I don't like that these calls leaked out. But 21 Savage is the only one to me that came out unscathed and came out very as much of a stand-up dude and Slaughter Gang, and salute to them.
And not afraid to push back on, like, especially when you're in a position that Thug has, where there is still, even though he was behind bars, he had a lot of influence, Yeah. And so some people are scared, they're yes men around you. 21 Savage was the only person who seemed very rational on those calls, where he's like, look, like, did we jump the gun? And even if we did, you have the power to be like, no, he's cool. He's good.
Talking about Gunna, to be more specific.
Right, so people, like, I actually did really like the way that 21 sounded. The other interesting thing on a business aspect was, the 50K streams to get to number one. Mm-hmm. So there was a few different times where they were speaking about how to get to number one. There was one call where it was competing with Morgan Wallen to get to number one, and there was another call where it was Gunna, and this is prior to. Was it prior to Gunna being released, or it was afterwards?
The DS, no, we got before he went to jail.
Before he went to jail. So it was talking about how The Weeknd and him were battling for the number one spot, and he basically said, like, I'll give whatever it takes to get him to number one. We can pay $50K. Was it $50K? Yeah, $50K to get him to number one, to get the extra streams. The Weeknd will back down. But it has this question of like, okay, well, if Gunna's doing it, if the biggest artists in the world are buying streams and bots, A, why do we care so much about numbers? And B, like, what does a number one even really mean these days?
Well, it wasn't even Gunna. Well, it was not to Gunna's knowledge. He also
and
said
Gunna
too.
didn't even know. Yeah, we can play like part of this call. I don't think it was super long. If it is, we just play like 30 seconds of it.
Trying to do other shit. When he did his 2-album deal with me, Cash called me one day like, hey, what the hell going on with Gunna? Who's speaking for him? I'm like, wow. I'm like, oh, I'm net. He trying to get signed right here with Weeknd signed it. And he demanded he want, 20 million. Whoa. So I already done told him, like, whatever you want, just say it. I'm gonna give you the money, whatever you want. Just on some we brother shit.
Probably close to the middle, actually.
I know you can't go no. They probably like 16 to 20. Man, these niggas ain't got no song. These niggas ain't popping. Nobody in Atlanta ain't heard of them. They done did like 3-4 shows in the city in 2-3 years. Like these niggas done had 3-4 shows, and they shows we like goddamn $5,000. It's on the behalf of Gunna and all that shit for sure. Like the show. Niggas booking you just cause they like, oh, they Gunna new artists, they upcoming, they Gunna new artists, but they ain't got no song, they ain't put no music out, no nothing, they just doing shows. So these niggas like, man, we got a show coming up in about goddamn 3 weeks. We got a show coming up in 3 weeks. We want to put a song out so we can perform it at the show, cause we ain't got no song out. So we put the song out for the little niggas and shit, whatever.
I don't know. Is it on here? Is it at the end?
Show. This lame man nigga take goddamn $2,500 from the young niggas. I'm like, man, nigga crazy. I'm like, nigga.
I don't know. We can just cut that part.
Yeah. Well, it's just funny to hear somebody admit that they manipulated
Yeah.
the system to do that. So again,
We
we
know
know
it's
the
happening.
system's corrupt.
Yeah.
We knew there's people bodying and there's all these accusations, but it's rare to hear someone admit that they did participate this way. And I think the irony is that he said he got the plug from Weeknd's manager Cash, the how to make it happen. Weeknd's been accused of inflating his numbers. Travis Scott, connected to them, has been accused of inflating his numbers, that I've been very adamant about. So yeah, I mean, it just seems like the streaming thing it can be very corrupt, and it's hard to believe face value what we see. It's flawed.
Yeah.
You can always cheat the system though. That's about I don't get holier than thou though. I think that there's still cultural impact that does exist, right? So something is resonating, you still kind of feel when it resonates. But yeah, for the exact data and the exact numbers, those numbers can be manipulated.
Yeah, I just don't think we shouldn't be looking at numbers to give us much in terms of like how great an album is.
Which Gunna album were they referring to?
The one right before you went away.
It was the one with the
Drip Season,
with like the white cover.
So I'm looking at
DS Forever, I think.
Oh, DS Forever. Yeah. Okay, so
DS
look,
Forever.
if you look at, peep this. So I did some little fact checking, right?
Okay.
So
Do you have the journalist?
Drip Season 3 did 12,000 units first week.
That was 2018.
Drip Harder did 130,000 units first week. Dripper Down 2 did 90,000 units.
2019.
Wanna did 111.
2020.
Slime Language 2 did 113.
2021.
DS Forever did 150.
2022.
Right?
Yeah.
And then A Gift and a Curse, 85,000, which was after that or before that?
After.
That's when he came out of
2023.
jail. 85.
So the peak was the DS Forever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say his peak is now post jail, but I'm not by the numbers, but yeah.
Okay, so to your point, the cultural impact makes it makes a difference, right?
Absolutely.
So I don't understand the emphasis on, because I seen people inflate, like people were like kind of debating the relevance more so than the numbers. The numbers don't dictate the relevance to me.
Mhm.
Like, what I mean? Clips didn't do whatever this album did or vice versa, Tyler, but to me the impact is
We don't care what the clip sold last week.
No, but I think it did matter when you saw that 113K. It was almost like validation of like, it's not just us in this little world. This is spreading. This is reaching.
No, I think it matters to a metric, but to Elliott's point, when you have something that's culturally potent, I don't think that we look at the numbers to dictate that.
No. I don't like that people do. Like, I think that became a culture because certain people would highlight the numbers as like success. It would be like W or L, right? It'd be like a win or a flop for this person.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't like the numbers. Like, I mean, I obviously y'all know, but also when he came home, he was doing arenas. He did an arena tour.
Come on, Gunna.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's the metric.
The only last thing I had on Thug is I just thought it was really funny that Thugger Daily, who is Young Thug's main fan page, tweeted Gunna Daily and Lil Baby snippets, call me ASAP. As if this is like Atlanta fan pages uniting and being on the same page before the artists they represent.
Atlanta law enforcement is trying to break up these fan base communities for these artists. It's nasty.
Yeah, I don't like it.
And then you had Lil Baby. What did you say? He was health shaming?
He health shamed Gunna, right? One of the lyrics. Allegedly, it's going to be on the album.
Yeah, this is Lil Baby's album should be out by the time this drops, or his mixtape or whatever it is. But he had lyrics that people were calling fat shaming of Gunna, where he said push up on him at the gym.
No, not fat shit. Like shaming
or health shaming.
Health shaming.
Because Gunna's in shape.
Gunna just ran the other day in New York.
5K marathons.
Yes.
He said make a rapper take his clothes off. That boy a male stripper, which some people said was sus. And then he said, push up on him at the gym. I hope they do their push-ups. So
stay healthy, guys.
Stay healthy. I will only fat shame Dave Blunts, and I will never health shame.
Wait, what'd you say? About who? Oh, that Dave Blunt's guy?
I want him to live.
You'll do what to him?
Fat shame him. I want him to live.
You're fat shaming him?
Yes. He's the only person I'll fat shame in 2025. Because
why him specifically?
He'll clap
There's
back,
people
man.
way bigger than that nigga.
He'll make a record.
Not that we know of. I don't know
a nigga bigger than him. You want to fat shame him?
Yeah, what's his name? Wait, is he someone I should be worried about if I fat shame him, that he'd be like super upset?
It don't matter. You said you worried about the health.
Okay, what's his name?
Derek.
Which is my camera? Hey,
Derek.
No more tiramisu
I say
for you,
this
buddy.
with the most amount of respect.
No, you don't. You was fat shaming Dave Blunt.
I do.
Let him talk
the most
to,
amount of respect.
Derek.
We want you here. We want you around. We want you here for 20 years. You and Hed have a great relationship. He wants to have a conversation with you in 25 years, reminiscing on the time when we spoke about you on the bigger picture and we told you this message. We believe in you. You can do it. You can lose that weight. You can get healthy. Take care of yourself. We send you with love a bit of shame. That's it. But we know you can do it. We know you can get there.
You can't even properly diss niggas.
That's a Canadian diss. It's a Canadian diss. I was trying to be as kind as possible. Since it's someone you know.
You didn't call him a goof?
Yeah, call him about something.
Yo, goof.
He's a goof.
Yo,
you
man.
call him a goof.
Lose that weight or something, you know.
Okay, I can't wait anymore.
Now you sound like...
I can't wait anymore.
What?
I can't wait anymore.
All right, okay, let's get to it. Let's get to it.
Said that he wouldn't even watch the Bobbi Althoff interview. Oh, you did watch it.
I watched the whole thing.
But you said you wouldn't. You wasn't going to comment on it until we got back on this bigger picture stage.
I was waiting all week. As soon as I saw, I was getting like excited. As soon as I saw him say that one thing, I was like, oh, we're going to be in for a great episode.
Here's a spoiler alert. I'm not going to crash out over this. I already crashed out over this.
You pre-crashed.
I pre-crashed. The wreckage is already there. The car's towed. It's fucked. I already did it because I saw it coming. I'm not going to crash out again. Even though, well, no, I'll let Jeremy, you start. You saw it, man. Cause I want to know what you really think about this because I'm not watching it. I've only seen the clips.
Oh, so you didn't watch? You didn't sit down and watch the whole thing? I didn't watch the
first one. I'm not watching this. 1 million people are watching it already. Millions, 2 million probably.
You know your triggers.
Huh?
You know your triggers, and
Why
you didn't
did
go
you
to
say
it.
that? Oh, they was teasing me in real time too. Like I know there's all these moments that you're already going crazy, Elliott. Da, 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 da.
I assume you didn't watch the whole thing.
For what?
Of Drake and Bobby's
Your platform?
interview?
No, I don't.
This platform, effective.
I don't even like vanilla ice cream.
As in white women? Or?
No, as in I don't like bland products.
Okay, yeah. I assumed that you wouldn't, you know. As a journalist, I got us. Don't worry.
Okay, wait first. Did you watch the first one?
Yes.
What were your thoughts of the first one?
I thought the first one was funny. Like I thought it was there was moments where I was like, okay, this is kind of funny. It was awkward. It was weird. Like I didn't really know. And I thought her whole thing was kind of like Funny Marco. Just with her, you know, so it's like it's not like we haven't seen that before. Like Funny Marco does a great job of showcasing rappers' personalities through a very sarcastic interview. I think the guy at Barstool Sports, Caleb, Sunday Conversations, he does a great job of it too.
Yep, that style
of interviewing where it's like kind of gimmicky, but like there's still some jokes in it. Bobby was more like awkward and just like, what's going on? Like you don't really know what's happening. You're like, is she trying to insult him? Is she pretending like she doesn't know anything? So at that moment in time, I thought it was funny, but I didn't think much of it. Now at this moment in time, I'm going in
the rematch.
This is the rematch. Most of the interview, I will say, was about them. Like it was about Drake and Bobby, their relationship, their falling out. Like we didn't learn much about him. We didn't even get that much insight into their falling out. But there was a couple moments that I thought were interesting. You did catch a stray, I will say.
A stray?
You caught a stray.
It was a direct shot.
It was a shot. Can we play this one?
Is that a shot?
It was a shot.
Was it a shot? Producers? It was directed me, right?
It was a shot.
Am I making this up? I have a big ego, but it was a direct shot. Oh my goodness.
Me essentially like just recognizing somebody that I never met in my life, that I fully believed in, that I thought was really interesting and I wanted to have an interesting conversation with. It pissed off like so many, like all these fucking losers, these like, you know, like story journalists and like this guy and that guy who like feels so entitled to this interview about, and Drake never does anything for like this type of media, and it just like made people so angry. that two people who actually like
This is
have
where he loses him. He doesn't know where he's going to
just
take it.
like maybe nothing to talk about,
or maybe
everything to talk about, but just
Sometimes
based
we
on
have nothing
like
to talk about. There's sometimes we have everything
random
to talk
energy could come together. I think it changed a lot of
with the Nicki
things.
part too.
It changed a lot of things like on TikTok. It changed a lot of things like in the streaming world. Like it made people more comfortable to go sit down with somebody that they've never sat down with before, you know, like not to take like overly take credit, but when I do see like somebody, you know, who keeps to themselves, like a Nicki Minaj, like go to like Kai Cenat's house, or like I see, you know, these musicians go to like a guy like Plaque Max's studio and start making songs with him. Like I feel like we did usher in the idea of just like you can be from two completely different walks of life. Celebrities are not here, that we're like the goal is not to be like some unattainable dickhead for your whole life, you know, and only to like sit with Zane Lowe while he like asks you like the most like curated and formal questions. No disrespect to him, you know, like
so why he get no disrespect?
It's just like I think we did something that was
you got
special.
Yeah.
And I was proud of what we did. And then when you didn't
and then we broke
like,
up.
When I felt like it did some it caused any like bump in the road in your life, I was just it just hurt me because I was like, fuck, I just can't get it right, you know?
You can't get it right. That's exactly.
Plus
you can't get it right, buddy.
All right.
That was really big reason.
Can I get another rose?
Well, that was the highlight of the interview for me.
That was the best part.
And why did he just be like that sassy way of this like?
Well, he doesn't care, Elliot. He's over it. He doesn't care
I'm
about
a story journalist.
Yeah, this doesn't bother him.
Doesn't bother him at all. Okay.
Yeah. So what did you think watching that one?
I thought he directly dissed me, and I thought that was crazy that he was so specific dissing me. I thought that was interesting.
So do you think is he still holding on to this from the...
Clearly. Is it a direct diss about making this up? DJ Hed, you have some thoughts on this?
He doesn't have any thoughts on the Bobbi
Is
interview.
it too bland for you? Is this content too bland for you to speak on?
What happened?
This is a show called The Bigger Picture. I'm Elliott Wilson.
Jeremy Hecht,
DJ Hed. We talk about things, man. We have opinions.
So you said, what's the question on?
Did you think that was a direct shot at me when you talked about journalists feeling entitled and Leonard? Okay.
No. I don't think there are any. There are people of certain caliber and certain ilk, right? And so there's a classic line by a poet from Compton that says, if I catch flight, it's going to be direct.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Pulitzer Prize winning poet.
Pulitzer Prize winning poet.
A laureate.
Who actually doesn't have the embodiment and texture of someone like a Tupac, right? And so that person said, if I catch flight, it's going to be direct. So then when you said, is it a direct shot at you? I don't consider what's being said as a direct shot because I don't think that certain people do those types of things.
It's more of a subliminal shot.
Which
they don't know how to even direct shot.
Which is more on par with, it's par for the course given the nature of the content.
Yeah, I just thought it was fun because I think it felt specific to me. You know, maybe it's just my ego.
No,
and then he also had mentioned in the Kai Cenat Nicki thing, which again, I think last week I said that those were moments where I felt things were turning and changing, and he's pretty much saying the same thing, and he wants credit for it.
He's saying what I ushered in with that interview was great for artists and great for people. You're always on the side of like, you can do all that stuff, but we still have to have some sort of core integrity as to what this is.
We don't have to. You don't have to. We're not entitled. I'm just saying that I like to see a balance. And I go for interviews. I've never been entitled for an interview. I fight tooth and nail for fucking interviews. Want to sabotage other people's interviews, and I want to win. But I don't feel entitled. I don't feel like he has to sit on the platform. But I just think that I represent the opposite side, and we're in this battle for content, and I want to win. Simple as that. And if these other creatives who don't deliver content that is interesting enough to me, and that still was another cringeworthy moment to me when I watch it as an audience member, and I don't enjoy it, I'm gonna say something.
And I think also the other thing, is that I think we're similarly critical of this on all fronts. Like Drake is the one, like he said, ushering it in and doing it at the forefront and doing a lot of these streams. But it's like, we had very similar critique of like, we do want to hear from Cole at some point. We do want to hear from Kendrick for real at some point. We didn't love the Timothy Chalamet interview or the Harper's Bazaar interview in the same way that hip hop media doesn't love Drake sitting with Bobby. But it's like, we don't, like, I personally don't care. Like, you could do this, you know, this is funny, this is fun, go have fun with that. If you want to have a real conversation that is going to explain things, you may never want to, but if you do want to have those moments, you do have to sit with people who are going to hold you accountable. Now, for that side of the internet, we don't want that interview here. That's not happening here. I'm not pitching an interview, hey, come sit with us. I'm just saying, if you want to sit, whether you're Kendrick, Cole, or Drake, if you're going to sit with anyone and try to tell that story, you need to sit with people who are going to somewhat ask the real questions.
21 Savage.
You need to sit with 21 Savage. 100%.
I'd watch Drake and 21 Savage have a conversation.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That'd be fun.
Lil, yeah. You know what? And I'll premise this beforehand. I did a little certified cover boying here. It's been a minute since I put that cap on.
Dusted off the cape.
This is specifically to piss people off, okay? Because I know
I can see that.
There's going to be people right now who are going to, this is rage bait, okay? They're going to be triggered by this. But what I did was a list of Kendrick Lamar lyrics that have aged well simply off of this Drake and Bobby interview, okay?
Okay.
All right. Drake said that Adonis has started working out and is hitting the gym harder than he ever has. On Meet the Grahams, Kendrick says, even if it don't benefit your goals, do some push-ups, get some discipline. Don't cut them corners like your daddy did. F what Ozempic did. Don't pay to play with them Brazilians. Get a gym membership. Adonis, following the advice. Number 2, Drake said he did his nails because he saw Lil Yachty had manicured nails. Kendrick said on Euphoria,
I can see that.
Yachty can't give you no swag neither. I don't give a fuck about who you hang with. Number 3, Drake said he was insecure about getting braids because he was thinking, what would the comments be about it? Kendrick said, cutthroat business. You got shit twisted. What is it? The braids?
What is it? The braids?
Number 4, Drake said he face-tuned his abs on his Instagram story and changed the highlights to make sure they looked a certain way.
Wait, how do you face-tune your
Well, it's
abs?
like you could put a filter on it, and then you could like put like different like brightness levels and different, you know, contrast.
It's an app, Elliott Wilson.
He admitted this?
Yeah, he said he didn't get surgery, but he did maybe over-filter on his Instagram story.
Over-filtering.
Kendrick said on Silent Hill, why you in the mirror more than the bitches? I would never live my life on the computer. IG'll get you a life for a chickabooya. More power to you. Love him from a distance. Okay, number 5. This interview took place while the two of them.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is the picture. But please remove this while I continue. I don't want too many screenshots.
Keep that
with me
shit
in
up.
the DMs. This is number 5. The interview took place while the two of them were sipping wine coolers. On 6/16 in LA, Kendrick, rapping as Drake, says, wine coolers spill on my white t-shirt, the sightseer. Number 6, Drake said he stopped talking to Bobbi and didn't want to be associated after she said some hurtful things to him on text message.
I guess meaning them text messages with Aubrey.
Euphoria. I hurt your feelings? You don't want to work with me no more?
Okay.
Number 7, Drake addressed his fake abs like we just spoke about. And Kendrick on Euphoria, of course, said, let your core audience stomach that. Then tell them where you get your abs from. V12, it's a fast one. Pow, pow, pow. Last one. Then number 8, Drake said he's on his Euro trash vibe right now.
This is in the interview.
Yes, in the interview. And basically, he's living out there on tour, right? He's bouncing back and forth. On Whacked Out Murals, Kendrick said yesterday, somebody whacked out my mural. That energy would make you guys move to Europe. So, yeah, those were some things that I think aged well.
That damn Drake and Kendrick connection.
We're never letting it go. Yeah.
God bless him.
God bless him. But, yeah, that's all I had on the Drake and Bobby.
So,
interview.
him aside, why would someone do content or an interview? Why would someone do an interview with someone who either is one, not going to address anything for real, or two, not a story. What do you call
story journalist?
Story.
These fucking losers.
Yeah, that's what it is. Fucking loser ass story.
Easy, buddy. Easy.
Why would
trying to get the old man riled up?
Why would someone do that?
Wait, why would they what? Insult someone?
No, why would they? Why would someone desire to do that as opposed to doing it a different way?
I have a theory about this. I think if you're hypothetically, if you're in a lawsuit with a label and there are things within that lawsuit that are associated to maybe certain things within songs, certain things you went through over the last year, you're not necessarily allowed to speak about certain things legally, or it could mess up your case. So you might want still to be in the public to promote yourself because you have an album upcoming. And so I think you would go to someone who's not going to ask those questions and who won't be criticized for not asking those questions because that's not their brand. But you still get the benefit of appearing to be likable and gain the mainstream audience that doesn't care about that stuff and still have content out in the world.
But all this is a cleanup. That's what nobody's also saying, is that he gave this girl out of nowhere that none of us knew. He gave us an interview with her, brought her to the spotlight, gave her a cultural moment that was huge. And I was critical of it, and others were critical of it. And then he yanked it from her. He took it off YouTube. He had a breakup with her. He was nasty towards her. They were nasty to each other. He unfollowed her and pretty much cut her off. Now, all he's doing now is coming back and giving her the look again, like help launching her again. So it's like you're trying to control the narrative. You're trying to control media. You're literally trying to help build a media personality to be an outlet, so you don't have to also talk to other media outlets that exist. So it doesn't even connect with Iceman or what's going on. To me, it's just a do-over. Like, he did that girl wrong, and he made it right, and now he made it right.
He did say that. He did say, like, basically he took down the interview because he felt like he hurt, like, he was damaging her life. And she said that to him, like, my life hasn't been the same since this interview. I feel like it ruined my life, something like that. And he's like, fine, then take it down. Then,
But it ties into the same. No, but there also was the thing about then she texted him something at a show that was mean, and then he immediately blocked her. Again, it's the same type of behavior. It's just this like aggressive, like extra sensitive. Like if there's a conflict, all of a sudden you want to threaten somebody or you want to block somebody, and it's just real hothead behavior. And even against a woman who helped fucking birth with this thing, it's just nasty. And it's like, okay, now you got your cleanup. Now you did the moment all over again. You gave something to your fans because your fans are hungry for you, hungry for your return, the hype on this Iceman thing. But none of it still adds up. Again, because you're suing the label. You got another Iceman episode coming out with another song, I guess, which they're claiming is the Red Button, right? Is the Red Buttons coming, Jeremy?
I don't know. I messed up.
The Red Button's coming.
I have some friends who are OVO adjacent, not like part of OVO team, but like who are well connected in Drake's world. And so sometimes we like talk on Instagram or Twitter, just like joke about some stuff. And I usually rage bait because I have so many people who follow me who literally dislike me. Like I literally probably have multiple hundreds of people who follow me just to comment and insult me every time I post. So I'll give them what they want sometimes, and I'll just like throw some rage bait out there.
The most hated white media man in the
only in the OVO stance. What?
Uh-oh. Iceman just dropped?
32 minutes ago.
9 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. The Iceman returns, and it's from the location Milan, Italy. So I messaged him. No, he messaged me, and he was like basically saying like, I feel like the timeline is going to be on fire tomorrow and Friday. And I was like, oh, why? Like, what's the Iceman going to reveal? And he was like, streets are saying it's the Red Button. And I was like, what does that mean? Like, are we getting another diss? And he's like, I don't know. It feels like the game 2 energy, or we're going to win game 2. And I'm like, what are we doing? Like, first of all, like a year later, you're now saying they're carrying it. We're carrying this on to another year. And you're going to play into this by even allowing those narratives to exist. Like, so yeah, I don't believe it. I don't believe that any
button will be pushed by the time people see this.
Yeah, you guys can let us know if the button, you'll know if the button was pushed. But I expect him to focus on court and dropping a good album.
This is all stupid.
Yeah.
It's all stupid.
I agree.
What you talked about is stupid, and then
he's about to put out a record.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. The button. Yeah,
you're not enjoying the Iceman episodes?
I don't enjoy none of these episodes. Even with you, but they're gonna be gone. The episodes are gonna be gone.
What do you mean they're gonna be gone?
Just like what happened last time, probably. I look at credit history. You know what I'm saying? I look at a nigga credit report. Your credit report says that you operate in this way. That's probably how you're gonna continue to operate.
And you take it down.
Yeah.
Did you know?
Look up the 40 Acres and a Mule Act. Promise.
Oh yeah, no, I've heard about that.
You familiar with that?
I'm familiar with
Yeah,
that.
look that shit up.
It was promised and not delivered. Iceman, though, apparently in the comics was named Robert Louis Bobby Drake. So there's the, you missed it. You missed the connection.
What did I miss?
What did I miss?
There's an episode.
Yeah, the shopping.
Yes,
it's
the
out
Iceman.
now, but
It's out now.
but it's shopping technically tonight.
But
You can watch it again, DJ Hed.
Where's the album?
It's on the way.
When?
Iceman's coming soon. It's happening.
I want to hear the music.
Yeah, but there's gonna be a new song.
I don't give a
allegedly.
fuck about the stunts.
Just drop the album, right? That's what
I
low-key
don't give a fuck
said.
about the
Drop album.
stunts and the fucking this nigga's Tom Cruise.
It's rollout time.
You don't want to roll out?
Is this a rollout?
It's got to be, yeah.
It has, yeah.
That's the name of the album. And it's different episodes and incredible interview with Bobby. It's there. It's all
You
there
didn't
for
watch it.
Oh wait, you didn't really say how you felt. How was the actual interview? Not as good as the first one, right?
No, it wasn't as good as
That's
the
what the
first
streets
one.
are saying.
I mean, I don't
Because
know
Drake
how you
took too much
judge it.
control of that shit. You could tell he took control
Well,
of the
he
shit.
said out loud, he said like they were joking during the abs thing, and he's like, no, we wouldn't have done this twice. Like we wouldn't have done this again. Basically, he's insinuating like they did a version that is or cut and did another version. So it's clearly very
So
controlled.
how many mics would you give the first Bobby interview, and how many mics would you give the second interview?
It's gone.
No, it's there. No, he
No, the
saw
first
it though. He
one.
watched it.
The first one is gone.
That's like 4 mics. The first one.
Yeah, it was.
This
It was.
this
it was
one's like
entertaining.
three and a half.
Yeah, something like that, 2.5.
See, I'm being fair.
Yeah. I mean, they're like. If
Yo,
you're
chat, if you
judging
want to
it
get that
just-
Bobby interview 5 mics in the chat, let me know. But I think that's probably the ratings, right?
It's still like, okay, the one thing that's interesting to me is like, I still feel like I've watched these artists for 10, 15 years, 20 years close to. It's interesting to see a look into their mind. So when you get glimpses of it, like there's a moment every once in a while, you're like, it's interesting because I would love to know how are you feeling as one of the biggest artists in the world and going through all this shit and having lost this battle. Like, I'm curious of that stuff. So every once in a while you see little glimpses, but I just didn't feel like I got more
here's
than
the
like
problem
this
with-
banter back and
One
forth.
last thing on Drake, hopefully, right? Why does he not recognize that most people don't want the redemption, like the comeback, like I'm gonna get revenge. I was done wrong, and everybody gonna bow down to my feet, and you all were fooled, and I'm the champion, and here I am. Like we want to. Even DJ Hed wants to hear your album. Like you're already in demand that people want good music from you. Why are you trying to sell us this redemption arc for us to buy into? Only your most devoted stans are eating it up. The rest of us don't fuck with it.
Yeah.
So it's not necessary. And then again, how are you going to sell an album when you're suing your label? How are you going to have a successful album when you're suing your label? How does that work? It doesn't add up.
Bro, give me the fucking slaps, bro.
That's what I'm
I don't have
saying.
time for this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And you said, what did I miss was a red button, or at least address stuff. How many times are you going to address the shit? You've addressed it multiple times. And none of that's resonated on a high level where like, oh my God, you hear what Drake had to say about the battle and what's going on, what happened with him and Kendrick? Nobody's been satisfied by any of those moments. Like, so, and this is going to be this now. Maybe as we right now not missing it right now, listening to it right now, like this is the moment. Like, it's just dumb. Yo, drop the lawsuit, leave Universal the fuck alone, negotiate your shit out, sign a new incredible contract, and then give us an album with some fucking hit records. Give us an instant classic album. Get in the fucking studio with 40. Do something. Like, what is this shit? These theatrics and dumb shit doesn't appeal to nobody but the most devoted OVO stans who are mad that their hero took a loss.
They are upset about
They're
that.
upset their hero took a loss, but you selling us a redemption arc, comeback trail. You was all fooled. I'm still the kid leader and the king, and y'all gonna pay. No one's rocking with the majority is not rocking with that. They don't not connected to that, and they still would be open to a successful return of Drake, which is a instant classic album, great music that
Give
does a
me
lot
the
of things.
slaps.
I'm excited for
Slaps,
the album.
bars,
I wanna see-
everything.
yeah,
Give
I
me the
wanna see-
slaps.
yeah.
Niggas gonna play the slaps. That's it. Jeremy Head.
Yes. DJ Hed.
What is today's date?
September 4th.
Okay. So, you see that? What do you see on the screen? What does it say?
El Mix.
No, that's the E and the I.
Oh, EI mixes.
And what is?
I was I've been on Duolingo. I was trying to.
Okay, so it says what?
EI mixes.
Okay, but so now when it says that, what is EI in association to me? What does that mean?
Effective immediately.
Okay, now click the list, the top one. What does it say at the bottom right there? Read the before and the after.
It's always like
right
school.
there.
This is like school.
Okay, it says Kendrick Lamar.
Yes.
Not Like Us.
And then what does it say?
And it says Drake, Nokia.
Exactly.
That's on your mix list.
This is for my nationally syndicated radio show.
So what you're telling me is you go from Nokia and you transition into Not Like Us?
I don't know. You gotta listen to the radio show. But what I'm saying is,
it's a crazy transition.
He got a record, I play the record.
Yeah.
If it's a good record, give me the fucking records. I don't care about the redemption or whatever you do.
The redemption arc.
I don't give a fuck. Give me the slaps. I don't care who they. This is a testament to all you weirdos who be online like, oh, Head don't do this and he don't do. I don't care. I don't care who the slaps come from, where they come from, why. Give me the slaps.
And
if
you
you
lo-
get
and he
the
lo-
records,
he
and
lo-
I'll play the records.
The one last thing with that, he lost in such a decisive way. There's no fucking redemption. That's an L. You can't spin it. You can't turn it upside down. You can't do shit except move forward and do greatness. Like, that's it. The loss was the most insane loss we've ever seen in the history of a battle. There's no way to turn it around and act like it didn't happen or that the judge's scorecard was wrong.
No, you don't understand, Elliott.
Like, just make
You're not
great
giving
music.
it enough time. You don't understand. In a year from now, all that's gonna age better.
Yeah, because you're gonna tear the whole music business down, and you're gonna get Lucien fired, and
Who's
you're gonna
gonna have
become
the last
the
laugh?
CEO of Universal and put slaps out. Like, it's not gonna happen, champ. You're not gonna tear the music business down. The corrupt system. You're not the first hit maker to have a. Michael Jackson fought with the label. Like, this is not new. Like, go sign your big deal at another entity. Go fight them for your masters. Make great music. Like, this redemption arc shit is tiring. That's what I'm trying to say. The redemption arc narrative is tiring.
Speaking of Drake and slaps, does DJ Khaled have one? Without Drake, does he have?
I love Khaled.
Does
but
he have a record?
Those songs are atrocious. Jesus Christ. Sorry, Khaled.
You didn't? Did you think
Khaled.
Scotty Beam called it resort music?
Well, he got the all the giant. It was on paper. You know what? On paper, these records should work. But I guess he brought together all the Jamaican, reggae artists, heavyweights. I think some of them in the past. I'm not as well versed on it, but I think even some of them in the past had issues with each other. So it's a big cultural moment. Yeah. But the song is very much, like poppy, kind of going for a big crossover kind of thing. I actually thought the little snippet they played in the second half of the video was harder and a better record. Yeah. And then with the Post Malone.
I didn't mind
Young Boy
it.
joint. Yeah, he's going for that kind of like there's a lot of sound now. I'm sure DJ Hed agrees. A lot of hip hop country tinge records, right? So they're going for that sonics on that record, right? And on paper, Post Malone can deliver that. Young Boy's rapping. It's two different worlds. It should work, but it just kind of falls short. I don't know. The magic's kind of not right there with those things. I know what he's going for there, and on paper it works, but he wasn't able to execute it.
They said he mentioned on the Jamaican song every country except for Palestine.
I saw that, yeah.
I honestly do think like there's a portion of his fan base, not the mainstream, there's a portion of his fan base that have stopped supporting him until he says something. Because I do think I see that sentiment a lot.
It's become an issue that's not going to go away.
And he can't do an interview. Like, you can't do an interview and not address it, and you can't do an interview and expect not to.
He can go to sit with old girl.
Oh, he could do Bobby. Yeah, there you go.
She gonna talk about his goddamn record and his weight loss journey and his kids and shit.
And she could act she could act like she doesn't even know what's going on.
Does she?
I mean, she acts oblivious, but she knows.
No, she don't know.
She might not know.
Your thoughts on the DJ Khaled singles? Any in rotation?
No. No, Khaled's my guy, but I'm not excited about these records.
Yeah.
I see he went Caribbean with it, and that's cool. But like, I don't know. I just think it's very, very interesting. We were just having a conversation, actually in the studio. I've been in the studio took Jeremy Hecht to the studio one night.
Really?
I was there.
So you're really trying to trigger me, aren't you?
Yeah.
To be fair though, that just happened to be like he was in the lobby here. He had a meeting at F5, and I was shooting something in this podcast room, and I walked out.
He's like, he pump fake invited me to Effective Immediately. Remember that when he pump fake invited me to his radio show? Remember
No,
that?
I didn't.
I do remember
when
that.
he pump faked me.
He said,
"You should come."
And then he's like, actually, I want to make sure.
No, I want to have him on a show. I want you to just pull up. That's stupid.
It'd be a
I never
waste
got
of-
invited since.
We've been booked up.
This is why I have to sabotage these interviews, man. It's out of control.
Yeah, I'm not excited. But my point is, we were having a conversation about the music. And there are, to Elliott's point, I was about to give you credit before you decided to be a, what did he say again?
Fucking loser.
Yeah.
Ass story journalist.
Story journalist. That's what it was. When you were talking about there's no slaps, there's none, there's no records, no hits, there's no hits. You know what I'm saying?
Hip hop summer 2025.
But think about it, bro. Like records aren't sticking.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not.
The records aren't sticking, and country is whooping our ass.
Yeah.
Like country music is running a full Not Like Us campaign on hip hop right now. And
but you feel like with the brother record, Khaled's going for that aesthetic. He just didn't execute it.
It's not executed well, in my opinion. But
yeah,
because I wouldn't go Post Malone. You mean
go somebody who
he should have went more
had their
country,
roots in
like real legit country with it if he was going to make that sonic stuff.
Well, I don't believe in. I get what like Khaled's track record is. He walks the he plays the. Khaled comes from radio like me, right? So Khaled understands multi-format records.
He wants to build multi-format records.
Right. So you can, and I was literally having this conversation in the studio last night, actually. I listened to AZ Chike album. He got some shit.
Okay.
So I was having a conversation about having a record where this one record can play on 3 different radio formats. Khaled has been doing that since the beginning, pretty much almost. Where you'll have one song and it can like he'll put Justin Bieber, Quavo, and Chance the Rapper.
And that could go on pop radio, hip hop radio.
It goes, it's 3 formats. It goes top 40, which is CHR, it goes rhythmic, and then urban. So anyway, long story short, Khaled has been a pro at that.
Yep.
However, I don't think we're in a climate for that anymore. I think the climate is shifting to where people they don't want the record that's played everywhere. The label does because that's better for them. But I think we're getting more into a niche thing where it's like this is dubstep or this is country or this is that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I also think is kind of hurting Big X the Plug because he's doing the Bailey Zimmerman records, right? And I don't think it's hurting him at all. Like he's getting crazy new fan bases from the countryside. But I think when it comes to identifying what I'm doing, what I'm listening to, it becomes difficult because now you have a Big X the Plug on country music, country radio, and then you also have a Bailey Zimmerman on an urban hip hop station, right? And so now people are starting to like, I don't know, it's forcing people to have to think too much. And so, but Khaled's historic, making this one record that goes across all formats, I don't think that's where the climate is right now at this point. I think people want what they want, and they go seek out what they want specifically. That's why Afro beats, I think, came on and had a crazy boom. It's like because we want this, and then we want that.
Just one thing, thing very well.
Yes,
authentically.
Yes,
to that market. That's interesting.
Which is why, like a "So Be It" can still be a really big song, and it's a hit for them, even if it's not gonna ever cross over to mainstream. Well. What do you think?
Khaled got to retool his whole album now.
Yeah. Get that Drake Bell feature out, Khaled. We need Drake Bell on the album.
That was a shot. Jeremy Hick just took a shot.
No, it wasn't. Drake commented on Khaled's post and said, "Must be Drake Bell."
Oh,
so
I know
saying
you were
I would
being funny.
Yeah, I was just trying to be funny.
But like, story journalist, you were being.
I was being a semi-story journalist. Yeah, but I do think Drake Bell. That'd be cool. Like if Khaled got Drake Bell on a song.
I've said this before. I don't think that's, again, everything ain't for everybody. Stop looking to these celebrities to be your spokesperson. That's not what they for. Go find the person to believe in and rally behind. Because Khaled is famous and he's, Palestinian or whatever he is. That if he's not your savior, he's not your savior. Like, don't invest in him in that way. Go get the person that's gonna go out and rally the troops.
Well, I get that too. I don't think like you should look to celebrity for political opinion most of the time, because a lot of the time it's even super rich people. A lot of the time their political opinion may be skewed because of the position they're in life, and maybe they're not as in touch with what's going on. But I think why people are specifically looking towards Khaled, just in that specific instant in Palestine, is because of his Palestinian roots, and there's not very many people who have any voice who are Palestinian.
I agree
That's
with you.
why. They're like, we only have a few that are well-known at all. We would like to hear you stand up for us.
I agree with you, and that's sentiment, and I get that. However, there are people frontlining who are Palestinian.
Yes, there are.
Go invest in them.
Yeah.
Don't invest in him if you don't fuck with it like that. And go invest in the people that's doing the work.
And what I'm saying is I think they're not investing in him.
He's saying it's
They've
hurting. At this point, it's hurting his career.
No, what
I
I'm
do
no,
think
there are
so.
people mad at Khaled.
Yeah.
Instead of being mad at Khaled, go be proud of this person. Use that energy in this way.
That's what I'm saying. I think they
Okay,
are
I guess
doing
the
that.
big question is, if you feel offended by it, should you stop supporting Khaled though? Would you look at it that way? Besides championing the ones that are doing the work, should you be indifferent or should you be against someone who isn't, someone like Khaled that represents on a high level that isn't participating?
Well, I have a different political opinion, and I don't know if the world is ready for my, not on Palestine, but just like when it comes to Black culture and how I think Black people Black people specific, because I'm speaking for us.
Yeah.
I think Black people hold ourselves back because we care too much about sentiment and optics over actual tangibles. And so one day when I think the world is ready to hear what I got to say about that, I'll probably address it. But right now, it is what it is. Yeah, just give me the records.
Okay, well, what do you guys think about Joey Badass's project? So we had.
I'm disappointed.
We had the mixtape drop.
I'm mad at Joey too. Guys, I like Khaled.
Well, okay.
I like Joey.
So this was basically the lead up for a long time. It was held back by the label. There was a big, the rap battle of the year. We had back and forth. Joey was rapping at a high level. We were all excited for this project. We're all, we have high hopes. He did say that this was made in 6 months off the energy of that battle. He wanted to rap. It wasn't the album. It's a mixtape, but it was 11 songs. Lonely at the top. Well, you said disappointed. That was your initial thought. You listened through.
I'm very disappointed.
Okay, how come?
You want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first, yeah.
But DJ Hed didn't tell me it's not that good, and he already had the album and stuff. No, I just think that man, Joey wasn't missing this whole year. Everything was, perfect. And the album to me doesn't feel like this mixtape that's kind of this more pure hip hop thing where I'm gonna make the big album after that. It feels like those are elements of records that are kind of trying to be more commercial with hip hop stuff. That the hip hop stuff to me is the stuff that resonates. Like to me, my version is a 5-song EP. Let me show you, because DJ Hed loves when I make my versions.
Spliced it in half.
It's an EP to me, buddy. I'm sorry, Joey. That's just how I feel, buddy.
All right, what you got?
Let's see if these are your favorites.
Okay.
Dark Aura, I like Swank White with West Side Gun. Speeding Through the Rain.
I didn't like that one.
Still with Absol Rhapsody and Lonely at the Top. So. Yeah, I think a lot of the other records, like it seemed like commercial sounding records and stuff. Underwater, at times he raps good in that middle half of the song. It just didn't resonate. I didn't love the production. I just didn't like the artistic choices throughout it, and I was just frustrated because I felt Joey was so like untouchable, like in terms of his focus and what he was doing. But I think that he, to me, made an album that harkened back to some of the albums that I don't love. I don't love his full bodies of works as much as I love individual songs by him. So it took me back to that. So I understand why maybe the label had a little cold feet also about putting it out. It just didn't really stand up as a full body of work to me. I don't know. It really fell short to me.
Yeah, I had really high expectations, even though I tempered them because it was a mixtape. But even for a mixtape, I think to your point of, I would have liked for him to lean into it being a mixtape more. Like if you're rapping at a super high level, like make this that. Like if it had the same energy as the My Town and the Ruler's Back and the Hunger, and you're like kind of doing a victory lap of like, look, I just showed you how well I can rap. Who wants what with me? Like I'm the guy. I'm coming for the next spot. Like if it continued that energy and that hunger, I think it would have been dope. Not to say that it was bad, but I just think it felt like a little all over the place. Like the Ty Dolla $ign song, I'm not mad at it. I was like, oh, this is a cool attempt at maybe a single, but it felt weird to just be in the middle of this album that was supposed to be this tape of like just rapping your ass off.
You didn't feel cohesion between the songs.
Yeah,
in a sense,
I did like. I know the one that was kind of polarizing was the Neptune sounding Super Flea. That was like the 2000 sounding song. I did love that. I think Fab should do a remix on that. I thought the production was really cool. He was that's where he was kind of reflecting on the battle. He's like saying like I didn't even use the best song there. I really liked Underwater. That was my favorite song.
Yeah,
I think
I kind of wanted to like that. I mean, his rapping in the middle is really
just
good.
Verses wise, I think that was the best rapping. He was very reflective. He's talking about self-doubt and where he's at and wanting to, you know, level up in his life. Swank White was my second favorite rapping from him. I thought he's a great rapper. Like there's no doubt about it. He's a great rapper. But out of 11 songs, which I'm happy about, like I'm happy about the length of the album or the mixtape. I don't know. I liked it better on the second listen, but I don't know that I'm going to go back to it a lot. And I am still very hopeful for his album because I do think like All American Badass is an incredible album. He's made classic bodies of work, so I do think he has the ability to do it, and I hope that he delivers on what's next. I don't think this is like a loss for Joey. I don't think it's like maybe it's a slowdown of momentum, but I don't think people aren't still going to look for
This doesn't change the demand for the full album.
But it doesn't level him up. It doesn't do what I said he needed to do at the beginning of last year where I was like Joey Badass, or end of last year where I said Joey Badass is going to have a run at the top spot. He's going to claim his spot as the guy. I think Jid solidified it with his last album. Chance solidified it. Joey, he solidified it with the rapping, but I still think he needs another great project with his album.
I like Super Flea. I like Swank White. I had a question. That's what I was talking to earlier, Elliott, before we started. I was talking to Joey because I wanted to get his opinion on the mix on High Roller because I didn't like the mix on it. I think the sample was too high, so I couldn't really hear the bars.
Yeah, it was drowned out.
It was drowned out, right? So I'm not tripping.
No.
So I was like, damn. I literally called him on the way here because I wanted to ask him about the mix before I went on the air with it. But that was why I was talking earlier. Yep. So I texted him, but the mix really fucked up the experience for High Roller for me. But
you would like that song with a better mix, probably.
Yeah. That sample was just too high, and so I'm fighting to hear the lyrics. Yeah. I like Ready to Love with Ty.
I did like it. I wasn't.
And then obviously Rhapsody's cold.
I love that hook.
She's cold, bro.
I love that.
But yeah, Swank White, Super Flea for me. I like the Neptune style. Of Super Flea. I thought that shit was hard. Actually, let me see who produced that. Producer.
BK's Finest was dope too with Kai Cash and Rome Streets. Like 3 generations of.
They don't even have the producer on
Spitters.
Yeah.
New York City Spitters. Brooklyn Spitters.
Yeah, Brooklyn Spitters specifically.
But yeah, other than that, like it definitely gave me mixtape vibe because I was like, this ain't. To me, it's not the full embodiment of what he had. Like he definitely left meat on the bone.
Mm-hmm.
So is this different than what you had heard initially, or? Nah,
this is what I heard before, but I hadn't had a chance to sit with it this long. Like I ride in the car, listen to it, put it on, so I had a chance to sit with it. So that's how I'm able to pick out the songs that stand out to me. I think also when you put out a body of work and you have a moment, or you have moments, or you have momentum, people are riding off that high. And so to me, it's like once that kind of high dies down, like once you get sober again, shout out to Miles Minnick. Mm-hmm. Once you become sober again off the high, then everything still has to stand up. And I think that's what y'all are talking about.
Yeah. And we all are Joey Badass champions. Like I think we all want to see him win, and we all think he's extremely talented. So I do have high hopes for the next project.
To be fair, I think that's what Joey does.
Yeah.
Like this project.
He went back to being Joey.
Yeah, this project is what Joey does. And I think him stepping out of what Joey does traditionally, and that level of output, that level of attention, that level of real like visceral energy that he exhibited, I think we just were hungry for more of that.
Yes, I am, definitely.
And I do too.
Yeah.
I want more of that.
Yeah.
But this is what Joey, and to be fair, when he came on my show and we had a conversation about this mixtape, he did say, like, I want to get back to my fan base.
Yeah, he wants more output.
So he wants to go back while progressing from that standpoint, and we want more of this.
Yeah.
So to be fair, I mean, his fan base, if that's the goal, then he hit it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, he can make a great project. He really can. Like, all of his projects prior, I think, are great. Like, 2000, great project, if not classic. All American Badass to me is a classic album. The album in 2015, great project. Like,
2000 was
1999, classic. So it's like, you know,
blog era.
He can do it just off the raps if he wants to. Like, that 1999, 2000 are pretty much like rap albums for the most part. So, but I'm excited to see what's next for him. You said Miles Minnick. I know you've been teasing that album for a long time. I very much enjoyed it. But any behind the scenes stories or anything you want to share about the album that's out now?
Well, there is, well, shout out to Miles, first and foremost. Shout out to Ace and the whole team.
Yeah, shout out to Ace.
But what's dope to me is that, and I think Charlamagne brought it up too, like, most of the time when I was telling people about Miles, and I was telling them about the stuff, like, hey, this what we're doing, this what we're working on, I wasn't telling them that he's a Christian rapper.
Really?
No.
Oh, I like that.
No, they would just listen to, like, this shit hard. And then a few people would hit me, like, obviously influential individuals or tastemakers, whatever you want to call them. Like, yo, like, I could play this, like, with my kids in the car. And like,
yeah.
I'm like, yeah. And then regular people started like, wait, he's not cursing. And then
he said, he's a Christian.
So it was discovery.
It was more of a discovery thing. Yeah. And I thought that was super dope. As far as like the making of it, Miles does, I mean, technically I'm his A&R, but Miles doesn't need any creative direction. He knows exactly what he's doing. Mm-hmm. I love that people are starting to recognize his song making ability.
Yeah.
Like, because Miles can hit melodies, he can do runs, he can do, you know, bridges, choruses, he can rap, but his creative outlook on the entirety of the sonicscape of how he wants things to sound, and even the crescendos, the coming in, the intros, and all that kind of stuff, I think it was super dope. Speaking of which, I'll give you this one. Miles hit me one day. He's like, bro, I got to talk to Big Boy. And I'm like, why? He was like, bro, I'm gonna put him on the intro of the album. My debut album. I think it's a milestone. Like, can you? So I hit Big, and I was like, Big, like, Miles wants to talk to you about something. You know, like, I didn't want to tell him because Miles was excited. He's like, I want to tell Big Boy that he's the intro of my album. Yeah. And so I put them together, and then Miles, we gave Big Boy the record, and he listened to it, and Big Boy was just like, I'm just so honored, and he was grateful.
That's dope.
And Miles was like, yeah, bro, like, this is game changer for me, because he never thought that he would be able to get now to LA, let alone on Big Boy, doing the type of music that he does. So
yeah. And he went on the Breakfast Club too?
Yeah, he went on Breakfast Club. Same thing. I didn't initially when I was first telling like the homies about him, like I said, I didn't tell him that he's a Christian artist. I was just, hey, listen to this slap. Hey, listen to this slap. Yeah. Well, you know, what do you think or whatever. And so the discovery of it has been dope.
Yeah, it was a really, really great project. I listened to it on the plane on the way back to Canada, and I was like,
you ran to Canada again?
Another wedding. I had so many weddings. Like my homies are getting married. I know. But yeah, the big thing that stood out was his ability to create very standout melodies, which I wasn't like. I knew him as like making the slaps and, you know, like having the club jumping, but with God in the building. Like I had the vibe that I thought I was going in for, but I think his melodies were incredible. Lifetime was a standout for me. I think that was my favorite song. The song with Kamaya was incredible too. Walk by Faith. It gave me kind of like Kanye, Ghost Town vibes, or like Violent Crimes vibes, where it's like really crazy melodies, but still kind of bringing it home. But yeah, I think he did a really good job of like, it's this uplifting music that doesn't sacrifice the genre. Like it doesn't sacrifice feeling like a good hip hop album. I think Lecrae did a really great job with his album too. That was super dope. But yeah, shout out to Miles and the team.
Lecrae had a joint on there with T.I. and I think Killer Mike.
Yeah, it was
something.
dope. Yeah.
That was dope.
Yeah, and it's funny. Like I said, I think in maybe when Watch the Party Died dropped, and Kendrick mentioned D1 and Lecrae. I think I said in a video, I was like, I feel like the next year we're gonna see a lot more people be very open with their faith in music, and almost all of my favorite albums this year have like faith at the center of them. I know I joked about the titles, but like you have like Let God Sort 'Em Out, you have Jid's album, you have Chance's album, Lecrae's album, Miles Minnick, D Smoke just dropped a very faith-based Christian rap album pretty much, which is incredible. If you haven't checked out D Smoke's album,
Call Me Super, I think.
Call Me Super, like it's dope. Like messaging, poetry, bars, concepts. Like he has a really emotional song where he's talking about his mother. Like it's a really, really great project. But it's cool to see that's kind of mainstream accepted without being corny or, you know.
Yeah, it sounds like it's a genuine trend, I guess,
Yeah,
right? In a sense, it's not, nobody's faking it, you know, to be able to speak about faith and things like that. Yeah.
Stove God, speaking of Stove God, his album is something about God in it, but that song that leaked, somebody had sent me that and I was like, this is incredible.
Which one is this? Which one is this?
Stove God. There's this song that's like, it's a leak on, it's on Twitter right now, but it's samples Marvin Gaye and it interpolates Kid Cudi.
Oh, is that the one he played on the Jada and Joe podcast?
I don't know if did they play it on there?
I think they might have. Yeah.
I don't know what they have to do to clear that sample, but like Stove God he has the one. Like if you have the one, you got to do what you got to do. Even if you make no money off of it, like sometimes you just need to put that out. I think that could reach a new level for him if he puts that.
And what's the God in his album title? He has God.
What's it called? Stove God.
I mean, he is Stove God already.
He is Stove God.
He's a Stove God already.
It was called
Stove God Cooks.
New
biggest buzz out of here. The game.
But yeah, I hope he gets his God's favorite drug dealer. That might be a little less, a little less.
All right,
that's a little less than some of the other ones. But yeah,
might want to change that.
Yeah, maybe change it to something more. Yeah. But yeah, I hope he can drop that song.
He already has God in his name. You don't need God.
Yeah,
in the
you're
title.
right. You're right.
He's already Stove God. Stove God.
Okay, real quick, what did I miss?
All right, what we got?
Sabrina Carpenter came out and sold 350,000 units first week.
She answered some Zane Lowe curated questions.
She answered in black and white.
Oh, the black and white. They did black and white. They did black and white. Like the Rap Radar Jay-Z interview, one black and white.
Will we see anyone do these type of numbers in hip hop?
What are the numbers?
350,000 first week.
Yeah, you gotta get them bundles up.
Yeah, that's probably what it is, honestly.
You know who's gonna do it?
Who?
He know.
If she's out here bootlegging. You see Cardi's out of control right now.
Yeah, Cardi.
Honestly, I don't know how I feel about Cardi out here with the antics she's pulling off now. She's kind of getting me Travis Scott vibes right now. She's doing a lot.
But it's CDs. She's selling CDs. So she's in court. And she was in court and had all these classic moments, facial expressions. They were talking about her, you know, her hair, and she's like, they're wigs, and kind of making fun of the lawyer. Now she's selling her facial expressions as different versions of the CD that you can buy. It's music, though. It's not a bundle. It's just music. You don't like the CDs?
How do you like her using the courtroom? Like we talked about jailhouse calls leaking and stuff. Why do we like her using her real life courtroom case?
I like it.
To sell music?
It's her life. She's not making anything up. This is what she actually has to deal with. And it seems like kind of like a ridiculous case from the outside.
I don't care.
You don't care? You're indifferent?
Mm-mm.
That's not true. Come on.
I'm completely indifferent.
This is unprecedented, right? This hasn't happened before.
Face. It's just like the girls sell feet pictures all day. I don't give a fuck about that.
You don't purchase though.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
What if they use it to sell their album?
Sure.
I don't care.
Music? They're single. They're slap.
I don't care. Long as it's
what if it helps her? Okay, so what if it, because of these bundles or whatever antics she's pulling now?
It's not a bundle, Elliott Wilson.
She's selling that. But if I buy one of those CDs because I love the courtroom shot,
it's not a bundle, though.
That's going to go to her grand total, right? She might be
you're buying the album.
That's what I'm saying. So we all cool with that?
It's not a bundle. It's an album. If she's selling T-shirts with the album, that's when it gets crazy.
Where will we play? There's no CD players. What are we even talking about?
It don't matter, Elliott Wilson.
But at least you're buying the music.
The hustle of selling music, you guys don't care about it.
If you're selling a vinyl, I'm okay with it. I am.
That's not a vinyl. It's
or
CDs.
a CD.
She's still selling music.
Yeah. And I'm also more than okay with it
God,
because
everybody
it's like,
loves Cardi B, and I love Cardi B too. Let's say for the record.
I fuck with Cardi.
Yes.
If it was a bundle or it was something, if she was doing something malicious to manipulate the streams and all that kind of stuff, that's whatever. She's literally selling a CD
with her real courthouse, real situation artwork.
So would you rather it be bootleg to someone else do it?
Yes, I use my mixtapes like that. Yes, I do. I don't want that to be part of her success with this project.
Why?
Because it seems like it's cheating in a sense. It just
Why?
doesn't stand well with me.
She's selling CDs.
Multiple. Yeah, nobody plays CDs.
You don't play CDs.
And then she's also exploiting it with these courthouse photos. It just feels a little.
So what if she just sold hard copies with the regular artwork on the cover? Would you have a problem with it?
No, do that with all the photo shoots and all that different thing. But
So she can't-
But using the courthouse stuff, and it just seems a little.
But it like to me, it's more like tongue in cheek of like, this is how ridiculous this whole thing is.
Exactly.
Like, and I'm taking my narrative back.
Exactly.
Like they're making fun of me.
But I'm using
They're
it to
trying
sell my product. though.
Yes.
Yeah, flip it. Like I'm not mad at a flip.
So
Elliott
it's
Wilson.
capitalism. That's all.
It's
Okay.
capitalism.
That's all.
My
Which-
name is
yeah.
DJ Hed.
Yes, I
You
know.
think I chose that?
No, the people chose that for you.
So then you see what the fuck going on? What you talking about?
She didn't want to be in
Cardi's
court.
fan base really was like, because we love these images and they've been all over social media. Girl, you need to use that for your album cover.
You
Like,
monetize.
sell me a version of that.
You monetize the thing that people would probably otherwise ostracize you for. Yes.
I'm trying to be
Same,
fair.
like-
I'm trying to be fair to Sir Travis Scott. I don't mind it. Like to his
Yeah,
point.
you're trying to stay
if
consistent.
if you're selling it like as a T-shirt and all that, and Cardi B goes there, you go to CardiBShop.com and I get T-shirts with those photos. I feel a little better at that. I just don't want
She's
her.
selling her likeness.
She does.
I don't want her to.
She does have a box set though.
There's that gotta be some.
There's
The B is for
t-shirts.
bundle. Cardi bundle.
Yeah, she does have bundles. There's t-shirts and there's hoodies or crew necks that do come with an album.
The B is for bundle. Cardi
Why
bundle.
you don't want people
there are
monetizing
bundles.
their own likeness?
I don't want them to use that in a not in a disingenuous way, but to also then sell the music per se. This album is very important to the culture. I want it to do well.
Same.
And I just don't like the reactiveness of like taking this other moment and attaching it to that in
All
a
right.
direct way.
Question then. We can move on. Would you want someone selling crash out shirts with your face on it?
I'm saying she could sell the merch, the T-shirts. Yes.
No, but my question to you is, would you want people selling crash out?
bootlegging my shit? No, I wouldn't want. So she's taking advantage of her own stuff. You're saying nobody else is selling her shit. She's taking advantage of her
My
own
question to you is,
IP. Okay, my bad.
my question is, would you want someone selling crash out T-shirts with your face on it?
Did I have no part in? No, I
you-
would not
no.
want that.
Okay. Would you sell crash out T-shirts with your face on it?
I wouldn't want to out the gate.
Would you bundle
I
it
would
with
consider
interview
it.
DVDs?
I would consider it, huh?
Interview DVD bundle, Rap Radar Best of with Elliott Wilson merch. You don't have that on the website upcoming.
I don't want to sell my courthouse shots, man. I wouldn't want to do that right now. But hey,
Okay.
Well, I do. I'm looking forward to the album, and I'm glad.
you're gonna get
that
you're gonna
she's-
get a signed CD.
I'm not buying a signed CD, but I am glad that hopefully the court case is over because that was ridiculous. It was getting out of hand. Like they were asking her the stupidest questions.
So it was a
It's like-
circus anyhow. So
it was a
she might as well
circus,
Take
yeah.
the photos.
Yeah.
And
Where was she in court
sell
at?
them. In California, some area of California, right?
I
Out
think
there.
so.
In California.
But
Oh, okay. She was out here.
It seems
Out
like
here.
she's gonna win this case. She seemed pretty confident. I don't know for
No,
certain.
she did win the case.
Or it's
Yeah,
over, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
she
so
won.
yeah,
She was
okay.
acquitted.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And
Yeah.
Cardi said she really didn't touch
she didn't
the
hit
person.
her. She said she did call her names and she did speak vulgarly, but she did not lay a hand.
Oh,
on
and
that
then she
woman.
also did what I said she was going to do also. I'm Elstradamus. I said the Imaginary Playmates was just a cultural reset to go by credibility, and then she was going to try to then deliver the big crossover record. And
Bodega Baddie.
Bodega Baddie foolery, which I don't know how I feel about that record. I've only heard a snippet. It's not really for me, but the kids are going crazy on the TikTok.
You're telling me a song called Bodega Baddie isn't for Elliott Wilson?
I love bodegas. I'm from New York City. It
know.
should be for me. It
Yeah,
should be for
actually,
me.
it should.
I
The
should be- I
baddie
should-
part
the
is what
baddie-
I was thinking, but like, yeah, bodega
Yes, I love
is you,
the
yeah.
Yes, that should be
Yeah.
all me all
Shout out to
day.
bodegas.
New York City, quarter waters. I had quarter waters, Jeremy. You know what the fuck that is?
I didn't see. No,
quarter
I'm not.
waters. It's 25 cents. They give you this little blue ass sugar filled fucking water. They call them
Quarter waters.
quarter waters. That's how old I am in the 70s,
Quarter
man.
waters.
Quarter waters, man. If you old like me, raise your
Shout
hand
out
in
to
the
the
chat.
quarter waters.
The quarter waters,
I don't
man.
think anybody in the chat
With your
would-
coffee cakes and shit.
No.
I like coffee cakes.
Yeah, I think if people are in the chat,
They hang
they're
out quarter water.
no.
Maybe. Oh, there we go.
There you go. Quarter waters. This shit was good. I don't make this shit up.
Did you like this?
They didn't play Skelly. You guys didn't play Skelly.
I didn't listen to it.
You could play it, Alex.
Bodega Baddie. Like, is this going to be a hit, chat? This chat, let us know. Is this
How do
going
you
to
know
land?
it hit off on Snippet?
Infectious.
I don't know.
Millions of views on TikTok.
I don't know what's happening.
Her social media game though is impeccable right now.
Yeah, she's
doing a lot of great things. She's selling the CDs in the street. I saw. I can't knock the hustle of that, but yeah, I'm a little concerned about the Bodega Baddie, man. We'll see.
She's shout out to Cardi.
I gotta get like Maul. I don't speak on Cardi B. That's it.
You know,
go back to that. I'm taking the Maul stance.
Why you don't speak on Cardi?
He said he don't want to speak on her. He clapped back at me, like I said last episode, because I didn't like what his take was. She makes music more for women, so I don't want to say it. Meanwhile, he doesn't. I don't think what he's really saying is that he doesn't want to be critical of the music. She's fired back every time they've been critical of her. She blows up Rory's phone. Yeah. And he feels like that's for women, so I shouldn't have to be judging that way. I choose not to judge it. And again, my point was, I think that people, if they're not traditional journalists, even though they're media just like me, they feel like they could play by different rules. But again, you have a big media platform. I feel like you should judge things because that's your job. But you're going to say, I'm not a journalist and I'm not da-da-da. That's for Elliott Wilson or Rob Markman or Jeremy Hecht. And it's just like, I think we're all one thing. And if you have a huge media platform, I think there's a responsibility to say how you feel about things.
What did he say back?
No, I'm saying that I'm reiterating it.
No, but do you say he replied?
No, he doubled down on this position.
Oh, okay. Just
because
that,
most people that aren't, they don't think, most people in media that are doing podcasts don't think they're judged by a standard like journalists are judged by. And they don't have to say things. They can recuse themselves and say, I'm not going to do this. Which again, do we all want to come on the week of it if we don't like Cardi's album and say that give a negative review of the Cardi album? We hope we don't have to do that, right?
Yeah.
But we're going to give our take on it when it comes and it happens. And I guess ultimately Rory and Maul will too. But yeah, that was my bigger point about as media men, there's a distinction. If you're a podcaster, you're not held to a certain thing. But we're all media platforms and we're all doing the same thing.
Especially if you've built your platform on music and that's what you speak in opinion. Yeah. Well, speaking of media, the Funk Flex, DJ Enuff drama. I don't have like a super comment, but obviously they're staples in New York. Was there anything you heard about this or anything?
Well, we don't like that Flex made it about himself, right? Flex was like, "This is my last show," making it feel like everybody went crazy because Funk Flex, probably
gave his flowers.
Is he fair to say the greatest radio DJ Hed up there? Greatest radio DJ? Well, a Big Boy is the host more, like a Radio Pure mix show, greatest radio DJ. Does the West Coast feel that way? The East does.
About what?
Funk Flex, his greatness, his impact.
Being what?
Considered one of the GOATs of radio DJ.
Considered one of the GOATs for sure.
Yeah.
The greatest, I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't speak for New York hip hop.
So he makes the announcement. I think what people didn't like was he's announcing it's this last show and making a moment about him. Meanwhile, DJ Enuff, another popular figure, another great one, not as great as Flex, impact-wise, was being fired and he was taking over his slot. So then it became this little messy thing where the company was just downsizing. And I saw something interesting with Ebro in the Hot 97 morning show. They were saying that they didn't even know that they were getting extended more hours and it would be very critical of the new management, the new ownership group. And I thought that was very telling. So I was actually curious what DJ Hed thinks about that. He's seeing these radios, because all of that really was a consolidation. They were like firing two people and making people have longer time slots.
That's been a trend in radio for years, though.
Yeah.
Like the morning shows here got extended.
Yeah.
So that's not new.
Yeah. And that's really what the story ended up being about. But Flex played the theatrics of it. But, yeah.
Yeah, but that's what he does.
Yeah.
So I don't expect people to not be themselves, even when situations may cause for them to proceed or act differently.
Yeah.
I expect for people to be themselves. So to me, that's not shocking. It's not crazy. I like DJ Enuff, though. I fuck with DJ Enuff.
Yeah, everybody fucks with DJ Enuff. Absolutely.
He's one of them ones for sure.
Absolutely. But are you concerned with radio doing this? Is this trend that this goes on where it's...
Well, the problem is not necessarily with the staff. I'll say that.
Mm-hmm.
The problems with radio as a medium is not necessarily with the DJs or with the staff. Radio is an antiquated platform. They refuse to evolve. They refuse to do things differently, and so they are fighting for a business model that doesn't exist anymore. I had the same conversation with the head of an organization here in LA, actually, where you're holding on to archaic business models that don't fit the mold of where the climate is right now to have success, right? So radio is always going to exist, just like television is a free medium that you can consume passively. However, it's not going to exist in the same space. It hasn't in the last 10 years. Yeah. Radio and the big three, radio doesn't lead in any of those three things anymore. All the big personalities are on podcasts. Radio doesn't break music. We all get the record at 9:00. And live shows aren't a thing anymore. The Summer Jam used to be the most heralded thing ever, right? Yeah, all the festivals now are running shit, right? So if I'm a radio station, I don't try to create my own Summer Jam. I don't try to fucking do like you partner with the festivals, right? If I'm radio, I don't try to break the new music and get it early and stuff. And I'm being hypocritical, as the internet would say, because I got the So Be It record early, me and Flex. Those are moments. It's not the same thing as breaking a record. Hey kids, I don't know if they've been lied to or not, but the radio is not to break your record. Record labels, major record labels and mainstream radio are to take you from 6 to 10, not 1 to 5. Look that shit up.
Afternoon rotation.
No, I'm talking about if you go on 0 to 10, the label and radio stations, mainstream, are to take you from kind of that nigga to being
raise your profile. Yeah,
that's it. They're not to get you from 1 to 5. Your job is to get you from 1 to 5. Art. So
shout out to Art. Good callback.
So, all the personalities are on podcasts, right?
You'd hire a podcaster for the radio.
Yes, but you have to hire people who do the thing and they do the thing well. You can't like, I'll give you an example. There's a hugely popular podcaster who was offered a radio position, right? But they can't pay this person what they're making. Like, you know what I'm saying? The numbers are out there.
They're worth,
You know what they're making. It's like, nigga, the whole staff doesn't make what this person's making. You know what I'm saying? Program director, everybody included. Nigga, nobody's making what you're making.
It's just going to be him and no one else in the studio.
So an archaic way of looking at things, not just from a radio standpoint, but from these traditional mediums that Elliott Wilson probably comes from, magazines, etc. People are looking at, they want exclusivity. They want to lock you in. It's like, or you can just take what you can get. You know what I'm saying?
Once a week.
You could be a very high pay. I mean, you could be a very, very high profile side chick to whatever this person has got going on.
Yeah.
Or you could not be in a relationship at all. You could be single out here, struggling, figuring it out, letting staff go. Or you could be a great side chick to whatever this person is going on, license the content, and be a player in the game. That's part 2. And then the other thing is the music, bro. Like, how do you create music moments? You can't, because radio comes from an archaic way of it's called meters, people meters, right? That's how you get ratings on television and radio. The problem with that is there's no way to like accurately determine who's listening, where, and whatnot. Right now, you go to monthly listeners, you can see how many monthly listeners does the Clips have, right? Then on the back end, we call Carl Cherry. We can see where the listeners are, what market they're listening from. We can
Spotify
title,
Cherry. Right?
You could see. Oh, in New York, the Crown series had this many people watching Elliott with Rap Radar in just in New York City or just in Buffalo.
You can literally book your shows based on where the most amount of people.
Radio doesn't have that because they come from an archaic business structure. So if they were to change things top down, you would see radio in a different light. They're not, but a lot of people that are in position are unwilling to move off of what they think. A lot of people in radio still think that radio runs shit. They aren't aware that, hey, we not the niggas no more. Like the internet is the nigga. Let's be the side chick. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, bro. But people don't accept that reality, and so that's what it is.
But we also had our very own producer, Elise, was the star of Earl Sweatshirt's newest music video.
Really? I've not seen it.
So Earl Sweatshirt played a prank on his fans, intentionally or not, because it does seem like he's the type of guy who doesn't want to show up to his own events because he seems very antisocial and like in his own bubble. So it could have been actually a real thing that happened. But he basically sent a body double to his album release event and didn't show up. And Elise, who has known Earl since he was young, and knows what he looks like very specifically, was extremely confused and ended up being the focal point of the end of the video.
Elise looks very angry in the shot.
Where she's literally like, "What's happening?"
Wow.
So,
That's actually hella funny.
Shout out Elise.
We always
Elise
say
about to invoice y'all. What's you know what I'm saying?
She can't fix her face ever. We always say. So
she pulled the glasses up just to make sure.
Is this the record that's playing in the background? That was the record that was playing. The reason why you made I can see why her face was like.
No, it wasn't the song. She was making the face based on it not being
takes
Earl.
a shot. You don't like that sweatshirt? That new sweatshirt?
I'm not a fan of.
Jeremy dissed his music too.
I didn't diss his music. I said it wasn't for me.
What's the Earl Sweatshirt slap?
Tourmaline is the song people are liking right now.
Play it real quick. Play a snippet. Go to the middle. Go to the middle.
It's
all right, you can
way
stop
too
it.
slow for you. It's way too slow for you.
Champ, raise them BPMs.
Earl is from here though, right?
Yes.
Yeah, salute
shout
to
out
the
to
homie.
Earl, West Coast.
Salute to Earl Sweatshirt.
He's a very dense rapper, but he's very lyrical in his own. Like, he's very talented.
I think Hed's getting hungry.
Okay, last
go.
Okay,
last
go.
thing. He's fading. I could tell.
Last thing I had is, can we watch Jadakiss rap at an extremely high level for 30 seconds? He is. I think Jada needs to be in the conversation more, and I would love.
You're trying to get on that Jada and Joe show, aren't you?
No, I want him to like. I want us to
just
give
like when he ran away.
I want us to give Jadakiss the Clips treatment when he drops again. Like, I think he truly has the skill level. I think he has the ability to make great songs, and I think hearing him here, which I actually hadn't heard until I was on our Instagram, I was like, oh, Jadakiss is still rapping like this. This made
Big
me
Jada, and they're bringing the Come Up DVD back.
Yeah, so I think we need that
Let's hear a
treatment
little
for
Jada.
Jadakiss.
He's not just He's not just a media man.
Reason why they don't mention your name with the great ones. It's no hate, just simply cause you ain't one. Lord knows all the shit that he escaped from. When you used to having money, you could make some. Bullshit is done with a fork all in it. I done had the deed to New York for a minute. Either get shot or get hawked to the limit. The flow is top notch and the talk is authentic. You know
the
me,
rapper and
it's a
media.
killer at the casino.
Talk is
Red
authentic too,
Bull,
Jeremy.
chasing with Pellegrino. I've been way better than all them niggas that he know. I'm booked or I'm out the way. I'm on the Lilo. Now I never started. I just love to finish. There's even more money and the bars is unlimited. I ain't with the sword fighting. I be where the women is standing on.
Yeah.
All right, Jada.
On businesses.
Kiss.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to Kiss.
I mean, he did have the greatest verses moment, right? So he's the king of everything.
Yeah, that is true. But I feel like I'd love to see that translated into like a real project that we can champion. But yeah.
And he's a media man too.
And he's a media man.
He might be a little busy with the media stuff, man.
True. That's true. He's standing on business and standing on businesses.
I like Jadakiss a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, he deserves all.
One of my favorite New Yorkers.
Why rank him? I'm there.
Bro.
Top 10?
I don't know. Let me make a list.
You have it ready for next week?
You want me to make a list of my favorite New Yorkers?
Yeah.
That's a good list.
No.
Charlemagne doesn't count. He's from Monk's Corner.
I don't do
California,
lists.
South Carolina.
Yeah.
Monk's Corner.
I don't do lists.
You do, that's very true though. You don't do lists.
You don't. You avoid.
You can do no particular order.
No, I don't want to do a list. I don't fuck with it because then it's unnecessary.
Isn't your life a list though? You have a rotation of songs.
No, I make playlists and I make radio mix lists.
Your life is list.
And I program lists for stations.
Your life is very list oriented.
No, I just program with the people. It ain't me.
I bet you and Gina have a list. Gina makes a list for the show probably effective immediately. Jeremy makes a list.
No
list. Y'all just freestyle.
No, that's not a list. That's a subject outline.
Subject list. A topic list.
What are we in school? Alex, help me out here. Subject outline is a list.
That's a list.
It's not a list.
If you put a bunch of things in order
Here's what
on
we're
a
gonna
paper,
talk
that's
about.
a list.
No, I don't do that.
Yeah,
Gina
but
does it.
you
But you're
operate
part
off
of it. You operate and follow that list.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Wait, Spotlight. Hit a Spotlight real quick.
Oh yeah, Spotlight. Let me see what I was listening to.
I got one that's not an album, not a song. It's actually a YouTube video, but I thought it was one of the most well done videos I've seen in so long, and I think perfectly encapsulates just like culture right now, politics, music. It was just a perfect summary, and this woman Dacia Sade, but Dacia killed it. It was called "The Eminem-Sized Hole in White America." Incredible deep dive into how M was kind of. Okay.
Hey, Ghostface Killer said no more
Pause on the title. Pause on the title. Killer. No killer.
Killer. No
But
killer.
she basically is diving into like how Eminem was an outlet for a lot of like angry and displaced white kids in America. And he expressed a different side of being white in America that people used as an outlet. And without not only him, but a lot of the cultural outlets that don't exist anymore, a lot of people are kind of turning to becoming radicalized politically or in certain ways where like we need more of what we had in some of the early 2000s moments. So it's really cool. So yeah, shout out to Dacia.
My Spotlight's unconventional too, because like DJ Hed said, these new songs aren't really sticking. I just been listening to a lot of Young Thug and Gunna collaborations.
Reminiscing on the
Had
times.
had incredible chemistry.
Yeah, man.
We're never gonna get that again. And I also thought about Dirk and Gunna, what happened to Virgil. Like all these great songs that because of politics we're never gonna see performed or happen again. And and I want to shout out what's his name? NBA Youngboy. Youngboy was out back on the road.
Yep.
He's on tour. Offset's on the tour with him. Academics went to the show. He did I'm not the biggest fan of his music, but I respect, him getting back on his feet and impacting the culture. So I think if you check him out on tour, I want to try to check him out on tour.
He's finally getting to feel his stardom.
Yeah. He did like a 50 song set list and the crowd went crazy. Young boy, man. Uh-oh.
So that's my Spotlight. Read the name of the song and then read the part of the text message.
It's educational.
Read the artist who it's from, read the text message, and stop at the word verse.
Okay. Wale, Yukon, rewrapped it and put a dub plate for you at the end of the verse.
So this is my Spotlight. This is a DJ Hed version of Yukon, Wale, Justin Bieber.
Stun on me again. Here we go.
Let me play this real.
Have you heard it before? Have you played the?
I heard not the DJ Hed version. I heard.
Yeah, no, I meant if you played it before. Now you hearing it for the first time yourself.
No, I played it on the radio. Look.
Oh, okay.
Just so you can hear it. Hold on.
Don't gotta go to Disney, get you there, can't send me. I wish you was territorial, tell him to forget me. Somewhere on the outskirts under yours, got me feeling like it's the sky's the limit. Just look at my eyes and make us try. I'm feeling the city hot as infinite unpopular opinions. Hey, pray this motherfucker back from the tip.
So what's a dub plate?
Where he says my name in the record.
Oh wait, replay it. I was Nah.
Don't gotta go to Disney, get you there, can't send me. I wish you was territorial, tell him to forget me. Somewhere on the outskirts under yours, got me feeling like it's the sky's the limit. Just look at my eyes and make us try. I'm feeling the city hot as infinite unpopular opinions. Hey, pray this motherfucker back from the tip.
So okay, so like for your radio mix now, you have like the specific DJ.
So yeah,
version.
artists, if they fuck with you, they make what's called dub plates, and you can play those versions on the radio. So I have a custom Wale, Justin Bieber flip. That's dope. And actually, if you wanna get technical, if you hear those drums.
Yeah.
You have a little West Coast bounce to it.
Those are the drums from Six Tape, Bino and Blast. It's called. Actually, I'll play it for you real quick.
He turned it into a West Coast slap.
No, he did.
Oh,
this is Wale's version. Wale sent this to me. Radio. I didn't touch it. Wale sent this to me as is. So let me play this for you real quick so you can get a bar. So the drums from that is a song called Doing Your Stuff from Bino and Blast 6 Tape 3.
Oh yeah.
West Coast.
So shout out to West Coast Wale.
West Coast Wale.
And tell Justin Bieber, man, fall back, man. He's doing another album, Swag too.
Apparently he's dropping tonight.
Yo, get that Wale album out, man. Def Jam, get right, baby. Get right.
Swag 1 was great.
Get Florin out there, man.
Yeah, shout out to Wale.
Swag 1 was great.
It was a good album, yeah. I want more Bieber. I'm never mad at
Bieber
that.
Valley?
Yeah. R&B, baby.
I want that Wale album, man. Def Jam got to get focused, man, right?
We'll talk when we finish.
I know he said something and then he's not there anymore, so I don't want to get too crazy with it. You know how Florin gets with the tweets.
He responded to my tweet about the tiramisu, and he said, I think he said something like, at least someone found it. About Don Toliver dropping the tiramisu. And then someone responded, is this the real Wale?
Hey, shout out to the chat. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you do the damn thing. We appreciate you each and every week.
All right, what are we calling this episode? Storied?
That's good.
Nah.
Redemption arc?
No.
Oh, what? Losers? Low losers?
What was it? What was the whole title again?
It was Storied.
Fucking, what did you say? What was it?
Oh, loser ass story journalist. I think that's how he did. Should we play it one more time?
One more time
yeah, play it one more time, just so we can. Just so we can.
You said it wasn't about me, but you want to attack me with the hell out of the thing.
I think we should call it that.
The loser story.
Loser ass story.
No, let's get it right. Let's run it back. Specifically, what he said.
Yeah, just so
only
we
the
can...
negative part. That's your it too.
It was the
hit.
Hit.
You deleted it.
It was the hit on the.
We'll get it. We'll figure out what it is. The loser story journalist. You want the whole thing?
Here, I'll play it on.
Storied journalist.
You like the story thing?
Just recognizing.
Oh, you got it.
We could talk about everything or talk about nothing.
That part where he lost.
Just recognizing somebody that I never met in my life, that I fully believed in, that I thought was really interesting, and I wanted to have an interesting conversation with. It pissed off like so many, like all these fucking losers, these like, you know, like story journalists and like this guy and that guy who like.
Okay, so losers and story journalists.
All these fucking losers.
Entitled.
There you go.
That's
entitled.
good. Okay.
There you go. Again, for the record, I don't feel entitled. I fight for interviews.
I
you don't have to sit down.
I think people are starting to recognize you're fighting the good fight. I do think people
shout out Rob Markman,
yeah, Rob,
fellow journalist.
Entitled is what we should call it.
Okay.
Yes, and I'm not entitled, motherfucker.
I didn't say you were.
Like that.
You asked me what we should call it.
I said you was right. You got the title right.
Shout out to the chat.
Okay.
The bigger picture.
You did that like a conductor.